All right, and welcome to another episode of the Jumping the Rail podcast here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Reb, coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois. Joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And Minderz, it is officially the Noodles position again because my girls are home
They
after,
are
after,
home.
after their spa weekend while me and the wife went camping.
You know what? So, you've heard me talk about the three little shits that live. Oh my gosh, Sean. We just started. You've heard me talk about the little shits that are living at Aunt Linda's house, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, Blondie, Noisy, and Calico.
Uh-huh.
Look what Noisy did to me today. Can you see it?
Oh, boy. Oh, Noisy.
Look, right there.
Uh-huh. Give you a
You know
tattoo.
why? I was trying to keep him from getting in a fight with Calico over food. And I got scratched for it.
Well, you heard about the kittens at the campsite that we were hanging out with. Did I tell you what the little one did?
No, what the little one do? The one that went home with your bassist or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, took a bite out of your thumb. I forgot. Trying to get your Pop-Tart.
Didn't take a bite out. He just dug a tooth in there, and I swear he got the muscle. But you can't be mad at him. He's cute as a button. But yeah, he went home with my bass player and his grandbaby. But yeah, it was a fun time. I had to watch Clash in Paris the next day.
You had to watch the next day. I got to watch it that night.
And I had to just watch highlights of the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I couldn't get the time to watch the whole show.
I'm so mad at you.
Why?
Because I only missed two of them. Two of the matches. Because I was trying to hurry up.
I had to work.
Yeah.
Then I had to go to the eye doctor, which cut into my prep time. All right, but we are going to talk about Clash in Paris today. We're going to talk about a little bit more about this Raja Jackson situation because
it's getting heated.
It's getting spicy.
I
literally just was watching on YouTube. Bradshaw and Conrad are interviewing AJ Mana, who is the cowboy for those that don't know him by name.
And then you had me watch David Otunga, going through it.
David Otunga broke down the whole video, frame by frame.
We'll get into that later.
We'll get into that later.
Let's start with headlines.
Let's start with We're going to start with our headlines. So
there you go. Everybody got to see what I do whenever it goes.
All right. All right, it is time for headlines here, Minderz. We got 3 today.
Why don't you ever bring me back in?
I always forget. It usually doesn't do that. So that's my fault. But you got the button. You can put yourself in.
I got myself back in, thank you.
Yeah. So we got 3 today. Kind of a slow news week outside of the Raja Jackson stuff, but mainly focusing on the pay-per-views from Friday and Saturday. So
first Friday. Oh, Friday was Dishonor, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
All right. Top story. Seth retained the world championship in Paris with the inevitable assist from the wife, Minderz.
We've been calling that for how many months?
Since WrestleMania, pretty much. Actually, since Bronson Reed joined, I think, officially.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And we said they needed a woman, and it needed to be Becky.
Yep.
And we'll talk about Becky and Punk yesterday.
But nice. Well, you probably didn't get to watch it. How nice! I enjoyed watching it at 1:00 in the afternoon.
No, I did watch it live. I was home.
I watched it live. I was like, all right, I kind of like this. I don't have to worry about watching it tonight.
Yeah, I had to go back and fast forward from after I finished Clash in Paris. It was about half an hour into the show, so I had to catch up. But yeah, I saw that segment live.
Yeah.
But but like Sean was saying in the comment, having Seth and Becky together, it makes it pretty much. I'm not going to say it's a lock, but it's about as close as you can get to a lock that we're going to get AJ Lee.
Which I'm excited. I'm excited AJ's coming.
Insanely high Chuck Taylors that she used to wear to the ring.
Exactly.
Those do not look comfortable. How do you wrestle in Chuck Taylors? There's no cushion.
Well, how do they
support?
I'm sure they're wrestling boot Chuck Taylors.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Anyway,
All right.
next headline.
Next headline. Death Before Dishonor, Sammy Guevara and Roosh won the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. This
Yep.
same night, Guevara and the Sons of Texas lost the Trios Championships.
Yep.
And then after Sammy and Roosh won, then they beat up the Von Erichs. So Sammy's a bad guy, and I think I need Sammy as a bad guy. I think he's better as a heel because I want to not like him.
He has a wonderful punchable face.
He has a very punchable face.
And if you want to punch his face, then that's a good thing. He's doing the right thing.
I mean, the face he's making in this picture makes you want to punch him.
Exactly. Hey, you never did send me a rundown of what today is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on.
So I know what we're talking about. I mean, it's not like I don't fly by the seat of my pants anyway, but...
Hey, Minderz, I heard you saw a really good acoustic duo this past weekend.
Did. It's a couple guys that I think you might know. And I think we got a new clip. Did you get the new clip up yet?
I got it handy. I just have to
quit sending me stuff so you can actually put it on there.
Well, actually, I need to find where I put it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to see Third Wheel.
Third Wheels. Yep.
I think that's the one that I got to see.
Uh-huh.
And I recorded it, and our bearded dragon.
Yes.
Gary Vasilio was in it.
Italian Stallion, Gary Vasilio, my buddy.
And then Reb. And I'll tell you what, if anybody gets a chance to go see these guys, go see these guys. Really do. Because they're a lot of you guys were a lot of fun. I mean, it was early and it was hot.
It was.
Oh. You should it's calmed down a little. See the tan?
Oh,
I have
yeah.
my tan lines.
Yeah, you got some sun in
Got a little bit of sun. Got a little bit of sun. But yeah, it was a good time. If anybody gets a chance, check that out next year. I want to go back.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll be back.
I know you guys are going back, but I definitely would like to go back, and we will bring the guys kicking and screaming with us. If it's not too hot. If it's too hot, no, we're not doing it. But
right.
If it's not, if it's as nice
Ari
as
doesn't keep in the heat.
Ari doesn't keep. Neither does AJ. Neither one of them keep in the heat. All right. What's the rest of your headlines? Do you have the rest of the headlines?
Hang on.
You're gonna be able to hear it.
Never happened. It's a work.
There you go. Never happened. It's a work.
It's a work.
Oh, stop. Okay, we're good. So yeah, that video will be up shortly, but it's on the phone and I don't have the Wi-Fi set up.
Ah, you're good. No worries. But we got our It's a Work video updated. After
2 years, I figured it was time for an updated Gary.
It's time.
Yeah. Our final headline, Minderz. They announced WrestlePalooza. They're going to decide this women's world championship situation. And I think it makes sense because both Io and Stephanie were owed title shots at Naomi.
Yeah, I don't hate it, and I think it's gonna be a great match.
It's gonna be awesome. I mean, we've seen these two before.
No, we keep seeing it with people interfering all the time.
That's true, but we've seen them wrestle, but we haven't seen a full match.
We haven't seen it. We haven't seen a finish.
We haven't seen to its thrilling climax.
Right. Although I wonder if Asuka's going to cost. Well, we'll talk about it later. I'm going to shut up. We'll talk about it
when we get to Raw.
Yep.
All right. So that is our headlines for this week. Like I said, we only had 3 because it was kind of a slow news week. But
well, it wasn't necessarily a slow news week. It was just there wasn't a whole lot of headline-y stuff.
That's the definition of a slow news week.
No, because I feel like because we were still talking about Raja.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's still in the headlines, so we could have said that again, but why?
Yeah. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it a little bit later.
All right. Well, Minderz, you were out in the sun for a while on Sunday.
I was.
So I'm a little concerned, so I think we need.
Although I did feed you guys, just remember that.
That's true. That's true.
Actually, Mama fed you.
Yeah, Mama did, but we do appreciate it.
They got pizza.
Yeah. But I do want to check your brain though, Minderz.
All right.
All right, so here we go. Such a catchy tune.
It is.
All right, Minderz, it is time for Name That Wrestler. And you know how this works. I show pictures, you guess picture. Everyone has a good time.
Yeah, everybody has a good chuckle. It's a good time.
This one came courtesy of our friend Scott Harden, Minderz.
Scott, I will blame you.
You may have to, because this might be tricky. Unless you've seen this before. Which I don't... I have my doubts that you have.
Okay.
It is a black and white photo.
Okay.
Current wrestler.
Okay.
Not on the big two.
Not on the big two.
Not on the big two. Adjacent to number 3.
Okay. He says he'll take the blame. That's good. I'm glad you're willing to accept the consequences if I get.
That's a stand-up guy right there.
That's a stand-up guy.
All right, are you ready?
I am ready.
This is kind of a thin photo, so this might actually fit in between our faces.
Oh, is it that? Holy crap. Okay. Are you serious?
Scott's the one taking the blame.
Scott, what'd you do to me? Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say about this picture. Yes, it's in black and white, but I have a feeling that it doesn't look like it's an old picture. Does that make sense? Like, it's in black and white, but it doesn't look like the usual typical older picture. So I'm going to eliminate some people.
Okay.
Hint, please.
He still has the long hair, but not as long as in the picture.
Okay. That didn't help.
Notice nobody is guessing in the comments. Yeah,
I know. No, it's just it's Carson.
All right,
Adam Cole. It's not Adam Cole.
It's
I
not
tell you,
Adam
that jaw is not Adam Cole's jaw.
No. All right, next hint.
Next hint, please.
He has held a World Heavyweight Championship.
He's held a World Heavyweight Championship, but not in the big two.
Not in the big two.
Okay. It's not Rhea Ripley.
It's not Rhea Ripley. No,
thanks for the help, Carson.
This is a male. This is a male wrestler.
Well,
I'm just saying that for the chat.
I had that part figured out.
I'm just clarifying for those in the comments that are potentially guessing, ladies.
Anyway, do we have another clue?
I have another hint.
Okay.
At about, if I had to guess, 200 pounds of solid muscle to him.
Add about 2? No. You're kidding. God, I hope you're kidding me.
I need a guess.
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
Have I seen this person on Dreamwave?
I am willing to bet that you have.
Is it Hammerstone? Holy sh! That's not longer. His hair is not that long. That's what threw me off.
Well, I forgot that he had a haircut. I'm still remember MLW Hammerstone with the longer hair.
I gotcha.
If anybody else has any you want to post to Minderz, feel free to hit me up in the Facebook messengers with your suggestions.
Go to Mark's personal page though, because we both have access to the other one.
Yeah.
So go to his personal page.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Carson, hey Trouble.
Rhea Ripley.
Huh?
Rhea Ripley.
And yeah, close enough.
I'm kidding. I don't.
Don't give him a hard time. You got to put up with him. You got to put up with him on Saturday and Sunday.
I do.
Well, no, you get to put up with him.
I get to. You get to deal with him on Sunday.
Hopefully. What?
You're flaking out on me, are you?
Not intentionally. You know what else is going on in my life. Nothing is intentional right now.
I do.
So nothing is intentional. Shit show's an understatement. Oh, he won't be there Saturday.
Oh, Carson won't be. Okay, so
it'll be Sunday.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Oh.
All right. Are you jumping out? Can you jump out of media? Out of the one you need
well,
to jump out of?
I'll play the bumper and then I'll jump
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you out?
I'm out.
Okay. Aww. Sorry, I had to add the picture in. I love it. That is so Minderific.
It really is.
I love the Stitch on there. He's so cute.
He's a rascal though.
All right. Well, I know you were out in the sun a lot more than I was.
I was. Plus, I'm really tired from all the moving stuff around.
Yeah, so I'm going to apologize now
Mm-hmm.
because this one might be tough.
Okay. Now, you do this one match at a time. You run it down.
Uh-huh.
Now, when I figure it out, I'm going to hit my old timey car horn.
Yes. Where is that where I can take it back down? Okay, there it is. I had to find it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you're going to hit your old-timey car horn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go like match 1, match 2. I won't say who won.
Starting from the beginning of the show, not starting
Yes,
with the main
and
event.
I will give you a little heads up. There are no dark matches on this one. I don't think.
Okay.
So, but yeah, when you think you know who it is, and the only time I will tell you I won't tell you if it's necessarily a title match, but if it's a specialty match. Like for instance, if it would be like a Hell in a Cell and it's not like on a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. If it's on that pay-per-view, I'm not going to tell you it's a Hell in a Cell because that'll give it away.
You know what? Don't tell me if it's a special stipulation because that still might give it away.
Okay, I won't. I don't have to. That's fine. Okay,
Do
you
your
ready?
worst.
Do my worst. Okay. Number 1, Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Ultimate Dragon.
Okay.
Akira Hokuto versus Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Iaukea, I believe is how you pronounce it.
IK, yeah.
Iaukea versus Lord Steven Regal.
Okay.
We are to match 4, and you haven't rang your old timey bell yet.
I've got the year, I think.
Okay.
This is about
Public Enemy versus Steve McMichael and Jeff Jarrett.
Okay.
Match 5, Dean Malenko versus Chris Benoit.
Ooh,
Match
Benoit
6.
and Malenko there.
Match
Okay.
6. We have Kevin Nash versus Rick Steiner. Damn it! Well, we got to 6. You only have 2 matches left. So I feel like I might have stumped you a little bit, or at least made you think a little harder.
I was underwhelmed by the horn. Hang on. There we go.
Match 7, Lex Luger versus the Giant Booker T and Stevie Ray. And match 8, Diamond Dallas Page versus Randy Savage. And you thought you had it at match 6.
Yeah, once we got to Nash and Steiner.
So let me see. Did anybody... Nope, nobody said anything in the comments. I thought I'd look and see if anybody tried to guess in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for Bari to start guessing on one of these. Okay.
So this is actually notorious because this is the show where we got the infamous Booker T promo.
It is.
About Hogan.
It is.
And
Damn it!
And the Steiner Nash match was supposed to be the Steiner brothers against the Outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
But there was an angle backstage. This, my dear Minderz, is Spring Stampede 1997.
Very good. There's your little picture.
Very nice. Yeah, I forgot that there was a pay-per-view where Malenko wrestled Benoit before Road Wild, where they had a tag match. It was Benoit and Mongo against Jarrett and Malenko.
Yeah, because Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated Ultimate, and it was Ultimate Dragon, which kind of
In
threw me off. 'Cause
WCW, they didn't say Ultimo. Which
they didn't say
always
Ultimo.
irritated
Okay,
me.
because that kind of threw me off at first. I was like,
I
wait,
think
what?
Shivani couldn't say Ultimo. So
And then Sony Ono was actually out with Akira.
yeah, he managed all the Japanese heels.
Public Enemy was Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge,
hmm
Steve McMichael and Jeff Jarrett with Deborah.
Right.
Chris Benoit Woman was actually out with Chris Benoit.
Now remind me, was Malenko U.S. champion here?
United States heavyweight.
So he was defending. Okay, so this is before he dropped the belt to Jarrett.
And no, well, yeah, because it ended in no contest.
Mhm.
And then Kevin Nash was 6, and Ted DiBiase defeated Rick Steiner.
This is also the match where Nick Patrick kind of softened and got power bombed. Well, not the match, but the show. He got power bombed by Nash after the main event because he counted down Macho.
Then Lex Luger, the Giant Booker T, and Stevie Ray was the Four Corners match to determine the number 1 contender for the heavyweight championship. And then DDP with Kimberly Page defeated Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth in a no DQ match. So there you go. Good job. I thought that one might be, and it was a little tough.
It was a little hard because those middle of '97 pay-per-views kind of run together a little bit.
Note to self, those are good ones to choose, but I got to give him some easy ones. Hey, Reb.
Yeah. Oh, I
Can we
forgot my this stuff, my Hoots and Judies. Wait, we haven't got to Hoots and Judies yet.
We haven't got to Hoots and Judies yet.
Nice. I haven't forgotten anything.
You haven't forgotten anything.
Oh, I feel so
Stupid.
Although, Reb,
Uh-huh.
are you super excited for 2 weeks from, well, a week from Saturday?
I really am.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And you know what? We didn't see any of that. We'll talk more about it tomorrow, but we didn't see any of the pictures, and we were just spitballing.
Mm-hmm.
We were pretty damn close on a lot of them.
Yeah, and that's not even all. They're going to announce more.
Oh, I know. I'm excited. We're going to GCW, guys. We're
Minderz, this is your first GCW show.
This will be my first GCW show.
It's my first one in about, I want to say 3 years.
Probably was a War Games the last one you went to?
No, there was one after that where I actually got to meet the Briscoes.
Nah.
It was at the same building, but it was about a year and a half after that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I didn't see Tremont on that one, though.
We get Tremont on this one.
Yeah. I did see Murdoch, though. It was Murdoch and Reed Bentley against the Briscoes on that show.
I don't think I get Murdoch.
Well, not yet. They haven't said anything.
Right. Anyway, let's go to our good Hoots and good Judies.
All right. First things first.
You better be already got your ticket there, Barry. You told me to get your ticket. Hope you are. I look real confused looking at his comment going, huh? I already got your ticket, dude.
Yep. All right, Minderz. Time for Hoot of the Week. Courtesy of Hoot Gibson. If you will allow, I will go first.
Go ahead, because I
really
actually
like
had
the picture I chose.
Well, and I kind of had a hard time picking for some reason this week.
You had
especially
issues.
Judy.
Yeah. Well, my Hoots, co-Hoots, and I did send you the format, by the way, in Messenger. So
yeah, I got it.
I went to Clash in Paris, and the opening match on the show, which was Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns.
We'll talk about that match later. I'm curious because I don't remember what all my picks were. So I'm kind of curious how I ended up faring.
I just really like this picture.
It's a great picture. Especially with him strapped to the backboard.
Oh, I know. That's right up there with Big Show swinging Rey Mysterio into a ring post in 2003 when he was strapped to a stretcher.
Okay, so Barry has his hoot. Barry's hoot. His hoot is AJ Styles because France fucking loves him.
Oh, they sure do.
They do.
I was wondering if he was going to get the same pop as he got last time they were in France, and I think he got a bigger one.
I think he did too.
and we got a good match
Oh.
out of it.
Hey, Reb,
Yeah.
cancel your YouTube.
Actually, you know what? I'm
Are
good.
you keeping it?
I'm gonna hang on to it
Okay.
because I'm
I
still
told
on the
you I
fence.
was going to keep a note of it.
Oh, I appreciate that you reminded me of that, but I don't know for sure yet what I'm doing with ESPN.
Gotcha.
So in the meantime, I'm just gonna spend the whatever $15 on
The little
ad-free.
extra until.
I've gotten spoiled by the ad-free YouTube. I gotta say,
Isn't it? It's wonderful. I love it.
it is a delight.
But okay,
All right.
so my hoot.
Your hoot.
You only put your hoot on there, so I got to try to remember. I know what I did for Judy because we joined.
I showed you the picture.
I know.
before we went live.
I know. I remember.
You want me to put the picture up?
No, because my good hoot of the week is actually going to be John Cena. I'm going to get. First of all, he apologized to that little kid.
Uh-huh. Is that
And
the
I
kid that
thought-
was taking shots at Julia's butt from ringside?
Yes. Okay. AJ, he said his good hoot is Rusev. That accolade on Shambo with the shillelagh was sick. Yes,
It was.
We will get into that here in a little bit. I know I lost that one. I know I didn't have Rusev on that one. I know you did.
Did you say Russo?
Huh?
Did you say Russo?
Rusev? Pretty positive I said Rusev.
Okay. Oh, I'm just making sure.
Because if I speak of the other one, I usually call him shithead. Just. But yeah, I'm gonna go with John Cena. 1, he apologized to that little kid. 2, hey Kevin. Hey Trouble.
Well, the match. It was with Logan.
The match was so good. Like, I know I give a lot of the guys that have came up and like have been television stars or something else a lot of crap. I don't feel like. Thanks.
We're not the Judys yet, AJ.
We're gonna save that one though. Hold on. Let me pull myself back together. But
All
no,
right.
the match was so good. And I'm not one to like. I don't like people that aren't wrestlers in the ring.
I think
But
Logan's
you know
earned
what? I
his
think
spot
I
in that locker
finally.
room.
I think I finally have to get to the point where I consider Logan Paul a wrestler.
I think I'm the same. And I hate that I have to like anything about Logan Paul.
Right.
But I respect him for what he's done.
Well, yeah, I might not like him, but I respect what he does in the match, and I respect
I kind of have a sore spot for influencers in wrestling after the last few weeks. But,
well, I mean, then you have ISO Speed, and that was just the best spear ever.
It really was. He got hit by a Mack truck.
But yeah, so we'll go with that. So John Cena was my good hoot.
Okay.
And he's only got eight appearances left.
I think so, yeah.
Judy.
Well,
Judy.
Goober can only be one thing, Minderz, and that's good Judy of the week. And
we agreed.
We have the same Judy.
We do, because I couldn't come up with anything that was better. And you had already taken hers, so I'll let you do the honors. Wait, do we still have our 2 Stooges, though?
We do have 2 Stooges.
Okay.
Since
yeah,
we
that's
had
what
one
we did
Judy,
this week.
we went with 2 Stooges.
Yeah, since we had 1 Judy, we went with 2 Stooges.
All right. So we went between Sunday and Monday. She really was just on her A game both days. She had a big win. She influenced herself in the main event. She had a killer exchange with CM Punk on the microphone Monday. It's the man. We're going Becky Lynch.
Yep. You can't. That match was just really good.
Yeah, and Minderz, just so you don't feel left out, I got your name on there too.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah, the match wasn't that great, but Becky was great in that match.
The Nikki match?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to it.
Oh, I know. We're going to get to it here in just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sean, you don't know that. Sean is saying AJ Lee's returning on Friday. You don't know that. It's speculated.
Sean's the
I know. He's our spoiler kid.
hidden mind on creative.
Yep. Oh
He's
wait,
been-
but we got to put up AJ's Good Judy.
Okay.
AJ's Good Judy is the invincible one or invisible woman. She took a hell of a kick off. I'm assuming kick off of Brett's rope from Nikki Bella. Pretty well did. So we're getting to our stooges now.
We are.
Can I do my stooge first? Since
All right. Here we go. Here we
I know
see
you've
how
gone
Stooge
first.
more-
But can I do my stooge first?
Please.
Well, my stooge is
It
Nikki
kind of goes
Bella.
along with it. Goes
Yeah,
along with AJ's
it goes
Stooge.
along with it because Nikki Bella was my stooge of the week because that kick was terrible. I don't even know what she was aiming for. Dude, did you see it?
I saw more more credible attempts in that blindfold match on NXT last week.
I didn't even watch the blindfold match. I
You
need to. Go back.
to.
You
You must. That is almost to Rick Martel, Jake Roberts level goodness on that.
Oh my god!
match.
Oh Lord. Okay, I will go back and watch it. But
So good.
that was the kick. All I know is that she went to kick. I was like, "What the hell is
The only
she
good thing
aiming
is-
at?"
The only good thing is I'm glad Becky didn't sell it.
Right? Because that wasn't even close.
No, she was at first when I first saw because I saw the clip before I watched the pay-per-view. Sorry, PLE. But
Which
when
I
saw
didn't. I actually saw it on the PLE before I saw the clip.
because when I saw it, Nikki whiffed on the kick and then I saw Becky holding her face. That was after they did the spot on the ring post and the table on the floor. So she was selling her face from that.
Well, Becky had went like this, but I think it's because she was
Should've been.
laughing and she had to
That
hide
too.
her face.
Yeah, because honestly, she should have been selling her hands after the table business.
Yeah.
So bad. The post was all right. Table not so much.
Table sucked. Both of them.
AJ has his own stooge, so we have 3 stooges. It's fitting.
Nah, see? So we have 3 stooges. Oh, sorry. My AJ's stooge of the week is Rampage Jackson. He knows damn well his son is in the wrong and is doubling down, mouthing off online.
Well,
AJ, we will.
He's admitted his son's in the wrong, but yeah, he's still trying to cover up as much as he can.
Which, I mean, any father's going to do that for their son.
That's true.
I mean, you just got to.
But you know,
We're gonna deep dive into that here in a little bit.
Oh, kind of on the same lines as my stooge Minderz.
Yeah.
Danger Pro Wrestling, because they decided to advertise Raja Jackson appearing on one of their upcoming shows, and as a result, they got stripped of their ID deal with WWE.
There goes another one. Hey, what's the chances we might get Aaron Roberts back in the ID program? Let's get the problem back.
Yeah, he's not even the biggest problem in the indies right now.
Exactly.
Child.
Oh
my
boy.
goodness. So yeah, so that's our stooges for this week. Less said about Danger Pro, the better.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, how many YouTube videos or podcasts did you watch and listen to with people's takes on this Raja Jackson deal?
5 or 4. Because I heard Corny's, although before we get into that, can I do LFG so we can get it out of the way?
Let's do LFG first, because you got a lot of LFG to talk about.
Well, but I actually have it condensed down a lot.
Okay.
So it shouldn't take too long.
Okay, so we'll talk LFG, then we'll get back into Raja before we get into Paris.
Yeah. So I missed 3 weeks, or I was catching up on 3 weeks because life happens.
Mhm.
A couple weeks ago, it was Top Dog. We found out Elijah was injured. Didn't know if he was going to be coming back. Booker made the comment that he thinks Harlem Lewis thinks he's further along than what he actually is. Harlem and BJ Ray had a match, and it was really hard to figure out who was the baby and who was the heel. BJ was supposed to be the baby. And Booker's kind of being annoyed with Harlem for the simple fact that Harlem thinks he knows more, and he doesn't think Booker is pushing him the way he should.
Meh.
Right? Exactly. Then you had Shiloh versus Anthony Luke, which that was actually a fairly decent match. Anthony won the match, but Anthony is Anthony Luke and his little bitchy ass self. Bailey and P Nasty had a match. P Nasty's dad was actually in the crowd to watch this one with her, so she was pretty excited about that. Bailey ended up winning that, but yeah, P Nasty did a really good job. And then Xena and Serena had a match. Xena is good, but she keeps selling her shoulder, and everyone's making the comment that she needs to quit selling it so much. She needs to quit going to it as much as she does, that she's overselling it. So that's coming from everybody. The points that week,
including Bubba.
Including Bubba. Bubba actually said it too, and he said he even said something to her about it. But now it's kind of become second nature to her, that she forgets when she's in the ring, so forgets not to sell it as much. So he called her out on that. But Xena won that match on Serena. I'll tell you what, though, I'm real impressed with how well Serena's doing this season, because she's actually doing really good. Points. Shiloh got a point and P Nasty got a point. So that's what we had for that week. Then the next week, it was called Fight Back. So what they did was the top dogs, that was the guy, or the coaches picked them from who they thought was the top runner in their group. So there's 2 guys, 2 girls in each group. So who was the higher one in each group? So next one they did was Fight Back, which means they picked whoever didn't wrestle that previous week got to wrestle this week. This week. So, but we have a problem. Elijah Holyfield has a torn bicep.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. So Elijah was back there. He's talking to Bubba, and he had on like a white t-shirt or whatever. And they were talking, and Bubba looks at him and says, "Why are you wearing a shirt?" Because that's been his whole thing ever since Bubba got hold of Elijah. Do not wear a shirt. Don't wear a shirt. Show off that physique. Blah, 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 blah. But it was funny. We had a fight between Danny and Hayes, which Hayes is Booker's other one. No, Hayes is Bubba's other one. He has Xena and Hayes. But Bubba is, I'm appreciating this. He's trying to make Hayes the female Sandman.
Interesting.
It does not take her, though, 15 minutes to get to the ring. So
that's good.
There. But Danny got the win there. But Hayes plays a really good drunk girl, for lack of a better term. It was a really good. Danny's starting to show how she can kind of fire up and get some attitude and show some more aggression. So she's getting a little bit more of that pit bull of what Taker's wanting.
Nice.
Tatiana versus Summer. Tatiana made this like big deal about telling Summer that she better not forget her spots and all this other crap. Guess who forgot her spots? Wasn't Summer. But Summer ended up winning. In fact, you hear Michelle McCool and Booker commenting during the match saying that wasn't supposed to go. It was supposed to go the other way so they could do this, this, and this. And it was like, oh, that's not good. Summer ended up winning, though, but I don't think it was any fault of, like, if it had been up to me, Summer was the star in that one. Tatiana was not. But I've also been to where, you know me, Tatiana's the one I've never been real high on anyway. Not a huge fan.
Yeah.
Next was Trill versus BJ Ray. BJ's been saying he wants to be a heel, so Bubba said, "Fine, be a heel," because they've been trying to push him as a babyface. There was a fight backstage between Trill and BJ Ray because BJ told Trill that he needed to start do things the way.
Please don't say the BJ way.
I'm gonna say the BJ way. And but the problem is that they called something, and Michelle had told Trill to do it differently, so Trill did the way Michelle told him to do it, and then BJ had a
coach.
Yeah, coach. BJ had a big problem with that and told him the next time he did it, he was going to get a receipt.
Meh.
Boo hoo hoo. Trill ended up winning because Trill actually benefited from BJ being a terrible heel. So
was it the kind of thing where Trill thought he was a good heel, so he wanted to do it, and
no, BJ wanted to be the heel. So Bubba told him to be the heel, and then he was terrible at it. No,
which you would think he would be a natural heel.
You would think, but he didn't do very. He does fine in the ring with his work.
Uh-huh.
But he can't get the character stuff down. Like it's just weird. You have to watch it, because I think because of everything else that's going on, you look at him as a heel, but it's not because of what he's doing in the ring that makes him a heel. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Because like the first time he got in the ring with this, or when they started this match off, BJ Ray actually gave Trill a low blow to start off the match before the bell rang. So obviously he was the heel, but then he started doing some babyface things, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
And then Drake versus Chris Island, it was fine. It wasn't anything fantabulous. I believe Drake got the point, but don't hold me to that. I don't remember. And I know Danny got the point though for the women. So that was Fight Back week. And then last week, Sean came out at the beginning of it, and he says, there was a time when there were a lot of people in the backstage that didn't really care for me. And Bubba goes, no, really. And he's like, and part of that was probably because I'd walk back behind the curtain and go, follow that. And so that was their whole thing, is when you come, you want to go out there and have the best match you can possibly have, and come back and say, now you follow that. You know what like that type of idea.
Right.
We had Serena and versus P Nasty. Both of the girls did really well in this one. P Nasty actually threw Serena into the barricade, which was pretty cool. Like whipped her around by her legs or whatever. But Serena did win. Xena and Danny had a match.
Uh-huh.
And it was a very, very, if you get a chance, go back and watch that one. Because it told a very good story, and Danny was starting to really show her Pitbull style and all that, and it looked really good. Bubba has actually called out Xena as to when are you going to stop helping everybody else get over, and when are you going to help yourself get over? Because he made a good point a couple weeks ago that every great match that all the other people have had has been with Xena in the ring. P Nasty's best match has been with Xena in the ring. Serena, Xena, they've all been. Xena's kind of been the common factor, but she hasn't gotten the point. So that is what it is. Then we had Shiloh versus Harlem. And it ended up going to a double count out because the match got real ugly. Real ugly, real fast. I don't know what happened.
Remind me whose team those two are on?
Shiloh is Taker.
Okay.
Harlem is Booker.
Okay.
In fact, Booker was saying how great he thought Harlem did. And all Taker kept saying was, well, he's taking liberties and my guy had nobody to work with. That was like what the whole argument was, that they started like shoot fighting. They started like straight up fighting.
Now, I don't watch every episode or any, because I don't get any, but it seems like Taker's kind of surly and whiny.
He can be. He can be.
And I told you about what Bubba said about him and Michelle possibly colluding to get an edge and all that stuff. Did we discuss that on here?
No, I think we discussed that off air.
Okay. Well, what's your
Which-
take on that?
I can see both sides to it. Because, first of all, this is the reason it pissed me off that they brought Michelle on to begin with. Because I feel like that's just doing nothing but causing problems in a personal life and in a professional life.
Well, Taker did the same thing on his podcast.
Yeah, I noticed
His
Michelle's on
podcast-
there now.
Yeah, his podcast was him and I forget the guy's name. It was his co-host. But then, and I don't know if it has to do with the fact that his podcast got picked up by Fanatics and is on the WWE family of podcasts now, so they wanted Michelle.
Right.
Or if it was Taker's call, but this poor bastard that was working with him got kind of thrown under the bus for no real good reason.
Right. But I mean, yeah, he kind of is, but all of them are kind of whiny at one point or another. Because Booker threw his little hissy fit at the beginning when
He didn't get his guys.
when he didn't get his guys.
He said,
Bubba's-
"Oh hell no! I'm probably gonna get."
Right. And then Bubba's thrown his little hissy fit when Xena wasn't getting points.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I figure next week Michelle will end up having a little hissy fit about something.
What
It
would
is what
happen
it is.
What would happen if they made Paul Heyman a coach?
You know, it would be awesome. What if he took like 4 of the people that were not necessarily wanting to be in-ring talent, but wanted to be manager talent? And had them do commentary, had them do backstage interviews, had them do, manager work around the ring.
I'll do you one better. What would happen if they did something similar to LFG, but they did it where people learn how to be a referee?
That'd work. I'd be happy with that.
Like Kyoto and
Figure out-
Patton and
Figure out how to disappear,
Charles
and not
Robinson.
not stand in people's way while they're watching the match. That'd be awesome.
Maybe Aubrey can be a contestant.
No. Sorry. So anyway, we had that Shiloh and Harlem. Shiloh ended up having a straight line at Harlem in the back, and there was another beeline, and they started beating the shit out of each other in the back, and Shiloh put Harlem in a guillotine. It was a good time. Then the last match they had was Drake versus Anthony.
Okay.
Drake Moreau. Well, so they brought them in. They brought in Roxy and Maxine, since those are their significant others. So
Mhm.
Roxy and Maxine kind of got into it backstage, and all of a sudden you hear Drake said to Roxy, "Hey, you little pit bull, calm down." I was like, I have to chuckle because that's hilarious. So
She kind of is.
She really is.
She's a spitfire, man.
She is. So Xena ended up getting the point for Bubba's team finally. And then Anthony and Luke got the point for Michelle's team. Before Anthony Luke got the point, though, Bubba asked Harlem whose fault it was for the big fight that happened between him and Shiloh.
They got sent to the principal's office, eh?
And Harlem said it was both of their faults because they both should have handled it better.
Right answer?
And he said right answer. Bubba said right answer and then gave the point to Anthony Luke. All right. So our tally is Michelle McCool with 7 points. Then you've got Taker with 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Bubba and Booker with 3 each. But in my personal opinion, I still think Bubba's the best. Between Bubba and Booker, they're both very good coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Very good coaches. So, all right. So there you go, LFG. Oh, and 2 weeks from Sunday. So in 2 weeks, they start their playoffs. So the season's about over. And they'll go down to where they pick 2. They'll pick their best and put them against each other in the ring, and we'll see how everything goes.
Safe assumption Bubba's picking Xena.
Oh, safe assumption yeah. Although, I don't know. Hayes? Hayes is getting there. Although I think she will be better once, like, if they keep it with this, keeping the same people each season. Like, if they don't make it, then they get another chance. I think Hayes will get there. I see a lot of potential in her.
Okay.
But all right, so that's LFG. So now we can go back to talk about whatever you would like to talk about.
All right. Well, I want to get a little bit further into the whole Raja Jackson situation because there's more stuff coming out that, frankly, has me kind of scratching my head in some cases. First off, yeah, you said you watched about 5 different things discussing
I think it was
this.
4, yeah. Because I listened to. Actually, it might have been 3. I don't remember. And then just kind of catching clips of here and there and everywhere. Because I know I heard
Okay.
Corny's,
Mhm.
David Tunga's, and
Did you watch the Grapple Vision thing that Bari?
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I had with everything else I had going on.
Okay.
We had nurses at Aunt Linda's house today, so I didn't
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd get a chance to watch it, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, on top of that, I did, like I said, Conrad Thompson and Bradshaw had a live interview on YouTube, literally right before we went on the air, where they were interviewing AJ Mana.
Yeah,
who's
I was
the-
listening to part of that.
and yeah, he's, you know, I'm a big believer in innocent until proven guilty, but he's kind of talking out of both sides of his mouth on this, and
He really is. I feel like he is.
yeah, so I don't know. I mean,
Especially
obviously,
after listening to the way David because I think my favorite one of all of them that it's been explained, David was my favorite.
I think
Otunga's.
I'm going to share that one to the Jumping the Real Facebook page so people can check that out. Because literally, he took Raja's entire
From
kick
beginning
stream,
till right before he
that's right
started
before
punching.
right. And
I actually took notes.
yeah, but he wasn't just talking about this is what happened. He was actually discussing the legal ramifications of everything.
Yeah, and like there are people that are saying that they think he's going to get attempted murder. I don't think he's going to get attempted murder.
He'll get
But I think Otunga was right with. I think he will get battery.
Yeah, and I kind of said the same thing he said. He said that there's a good chance of an assault with a deadly weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a schlub who watches wrestling and just
Never took a bump in his life.
never took a bump in his life. But
Just
I
like
am,
our warning label.
but I'm trying to get all the information I can out of this.
Yeah,
so
I
I
am
can make
too.
so I can make an informed opinion. And I think what it basically boils down to is that AJ's the guy that should have made sure that Raja knew what a receipt is.
I
But
feel like
also,
he was the instigator of a lot of it.
what?
I feel like he was the instigator of a lot of it.
Yeah, he says he was in character when he was getting them stirred up. And there's a lot of people watching Raja's kick stream that were getting him juiced up after he took the beer can.
That was empty.
That was, well, yeah, and didn't.
It didn't hurt. And that came okay, so let me just see. Let's run through this real quick, kind of the way David did a little bit. So am I to understand that Raja thought he had a concussion before he got hit with the beer can?
Everything that Rampage said and Raja said is about 2 or 3 days before the wrestling show, he got a concussion during sparring when he was training in MMA.
Well, that explains why I wasn't thinking clearly, but
And Raja said he did not. That's why he didn't shoot himself doing whatever he was doing earlier in the day because he felt like crap and all that stuff. But he still went to the wrestling show. And if you want a cheap thrill, watch the Otunga video followed immediately by Jim Cornette talking about this.
It's hilarious. That's what mine did too. Yeah, that's what mine did too.
Bartos Fatu that was there. Yeah, Black Pearl. I think he was running the show because Rikishi wasn't there.
What was it? Dehydrated?
Dehydrated Alpha.
Alpha? Yeah, dehydrated Alpha.
He took like Alpha if he was dehydrated. But yeah,
right.
And I'm not going to say who was drunk or who wasn't because I don't know. I wasn't there.
We weren't there.
But yeah, Black Pearl because I forget the guys. Reno, I want to say Reno on Hawaii. Does that sound right?
Sure. Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
But yeah, he
Is
was
he the one that was acting as? So he's the one that was acting as the promotions dude, right?
acting as like I think he was the booker,
Gotcha.
but he's the one that decided, hey jabroni who doesn't belong here. I'm just going to make an angle out of this to make something out of something that didn't need anything made out of.
Well, because I don't know about you, but up until like they started really saying that he was going to be able to do his quote unquote receipt,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was more leaning towards I didn't think it was Raj's fault. I didn't think it was Stu's fault. I was leaning that it was the promotion's fault for letting it all happen.
Well, there is that. So
I mean,
so I'm going to ask you this:
yes,
if Rikishi is there, does this happen?
I don't think so. I think Rikishi would have been professional. I think he would have put a halt to it. I don't think it would have ever got that far.
If Rikishi is there,
if it would have got that far, it would have been a more controlled spot that was in the ring by Raja.
uh-huh.
I think he would have made sure Raja knew exactly what he was doing, what he needed to do, and I think it would have gone off without a hitch. Nobody would have got hurt, or at least not hurt to the extent that Psycho was hurt.
I have a follow up.
Okay.
If Rikishi is there, does he allow a video camera in the backstage?
No.
Does he allow Roger to go back there streaming live while everybody's doing all their stuff in the locker room?
I don't think streaming live. I think that's another big problem happened. I mean, there's some companies that we've seen where there's been cameras backstage,
but they're working. They're actually
they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They know, okay, we're going to cut this promo now.
Okay. Now we're in no way victim blaming or anything like that.
Oh, hell no.
By the way, I think he is out of the hospital. So good thought.
He is. I saw that. He is out of the hospital.
But something that Corny said stuck to me a little bit. Stu apparently just saw a camera and assumed that it was a work and that Raja was smart, so he did the spot with the beer can. Do you think he should have just stayed away and just let Raja do his thing instead of going unsolicited up to the camera?
Well, I mean, there is something to be said about that. However, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Yep. AJ.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'll let you read this one.
Okay, you got to be a special kind of stupid to not only beat someone that badly in front of a video camera, but talk about how you're going to do it on live stream before you do it. If he was some random off the street, didn't have a famous dad, he would have been in jail since that very night and wouldn't be getting out anytime soon either. He's got a point.
He does have a point. And it's from when I was watching the Otunga video, and like I say, he showed everything, the entire process of this.
And it was so nice having him do it because he does know how backstage works.
He does.
But he also knew from a legal standpoint what they would be responsible for.
Mm-hmm. And something he said that this whole situation is a lesson in self-incrimination.
Yeah.
Mostly from Raja.
Yes.
Because, I mean, despite anything that's said or done in that backstage, Raja's guilty of sin here.
Oh, he is. He did take it too far.
He's the one that was throwing punches. He's got the hands that are classified as deadly weapons.
He took it too far.
The spot, from when I was watching AJ Mana on Bradshaw's interview, he said that the spot was supposed to be one punch.
Yeah.
I thought the spot was supposed to be
22.
I thought the spot was supposed to be the slam.
No,
but apparently the slam was never supposed to happen.
No, the slam wasn't supposed to happen.
And then then Raj just went off.
But I will say, because David talked about this a little bit, and I want to give him his flowers because
he almost got hoot this week.
That was so good.
He almost got hoot of the week from me
for explaining it the way he did. Yeah, I thought it was
great. Explain it to me like I'm 5 is how I look at it.
And he did. And he
legal
did.
Stuff's going on.
And he sure did. But the biggest thing was Stu had actually. He said that up until the point of that slam, really both wrestlers were at fault. Because Stu had given consent for him to do that when he helped him lift him up.
Because he thought it was because he knew that Raja was going to be making a run in and doing
Right.
something. But
But
I
as
know they didn't
soon
tell him what that was supposed to be.
right, but as soon as he slammed down against that,
As soon as his head hit,
as soon as his head hit the mat and he lost consciousness,
no more consent.
no more consent. Because he can't
He
consent.
can't say stop. He can't say I can't.
Right. So, you know, and that's where, they said, assault with a deadly weapon and possibly battery.
Mhm.
So, I guess we'll see what happens.
I'm asked it because this was the silly thing, and I kind of got tickled by hearing Cornette describe this part of it. What do you think of the guy pinning Stu?
Dumb.
Now, if it was something where he was like he covered him as a guise just to check the guy, I get it.
Right.
If he was
Right.
like on top of him and then just looking in his face, making sure, like seeing if he's breathing, then I could see it. But in this case, is it that important to get the match? Is it that important to finish the match? By
Right.
that point?
Exactly. At this point, I would think that your biggest concern should be, okay,
Is
is
the guy
he
gonna die?
okay? Yeah, is he? And then the fact that there was only one guy that came out to help him.
Yeah, Doug. I wish I remember the guy's name because he deserves the credit, but I can't
He
think of
does.
his last name. But yeah, you would think that as soon as Raja hit the ring, there's a DQ and you don't need to worry about a pin.
Right.
But what do I know? Apparently, from what they were saying after Raja split, then the promoter told AJ to get him back, so that's why he called him afterwards, which is the video they show when he's saying, "What are you doing?" The guy flatlined in the ring, and then Raja said, "My bad," like a good empathetic Christian.
Yeah, my bad.
But apparently they wanted AJ to get Raja back there so they could get him. So they not so they could get him like we're going to kill the guy, but so they could get the cops to take him in.
Yeah.
But Raja didn't go back, and from what I'm hearing, LA County has taken over the investigation.
Oh wow.
So not just LAPD.
Wow.
So I don't know.
I'm curious to see how this all pans out.
I am very curious how this plays out.
Because then you've got the safety of everybody that you really got to think about.
And this goes, and I know this is not a normal occurrence. I mean, there are people saying like, why didn't the referee do something? The referee's not trained for that. The referee is a professional wrestling referee. He's not an MMA referee that's trained to pull guys off of somebody when they're getting. This is just, I didn't get a look at the guy. Just some jabroni who's just there to count a 3 and give spots.
Yeah.
So he probably just froze up too.
Well, he probably didn't. He probably thought, okay, this is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, because I don't know how much they smart the referee up. They might tell the referee the finish and the time.
Well, I don't even think Raja gave anybody the smart as to what he was doing.
No, he didn't.
Because he was supposed to only do.
They had told Raja one thing, which I'm guessing is what, at very least, Psycho Stu thought was going to happen, which was the punch.
Yeah, to get the receipt.
I don't know if they told the referee or the other guys in the match what was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Which I think is why you get a little bit of shock after the initial contact. But yeah, there's some that Grapple Vision video. They show a lot of footage of AJ on I forget which podcast, telling his side, then Doug on another one telling his side of it.
Well, and I knew David Otunga also said that when he did do the beer can strike or whatever, he said that Stu even put his hand up.
Yeah,
it was a
working punch.
It was a working punch. So I don't know.
And then they apparently had cleared it up. That Stu apologized like 2 or 3 times. They shook hands, all that stuff.
Yeah, like they had all figured it out. But okay, sorry, dude.
And then every time they show a clip of Raja at ringside, he's getting more revved up by the people on his kick stream.
Yeah. Yep.
So it just makes you wonder just how much he's got.
And Raja said he had always wanted to fuck up a wrestler.
Right, which that's going to look great on a court case.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he really has done himself not only no favors, he's done himself negative favors. He's made the case that much easier for the DA when
He really
that
has.
comes.
AJ put up another comment here.
Yeah.
How much of what comes out of AJ Mana's mouth can we believe? He's the guy on camera telling Raja, get in there and tag his ass. Of course, now he's going to say that wasn't supposed to go that way. He's trying not to catch a charge, too. Exactly.
I'll tell you, AJ, I don't know if you saw what we were watching with Bradshaw, but yeah, he's talking it seems like he's talking out both sides of his mouth. Every time he's trying to think of what to say, he looks off to the side, which is kind of, a lot of people say that's a tell.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doug, the guy, is in the comments during the interview, like just he said, "Hey, this guy's a liar. He's a bully. He goes in the business for himself." All this, just burying the guy because
Good.
AJ was burying Doug.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, which is all.
I
If I
looked
had
him
seen
up
that
the other day.
before
Let me
today,
see.
that would have been stooge-worthy.
Yeah, well, let me see, because I know I looked him up the other day to see if
Who's
I
that?
could find him on Facebook. That Doug.
Ah. But yeah, he was the only guy that, I mean, there was a 17-year-old kid that tried to do something, which, bless his pea-picking heart, didn't work out. But yeah, then when Doug pulled him off, then Raja went after Doug, tried to take him out. But
Doug
Doug
the
was
Epic
conscious.
Malo. Doug Malo.
Thank you. I was trying to remember his last name.
Ooh, because here's a video. There's another video. It was describes pulling Raja Jackson off a psycho stew. He would have killed him.
Yeah. And when he pulled Raja off, then Raja took Doug down. Tried to. Didn't get him down because he was conscious. But Doug said, what would stop him from doing that to him?
Right. And then how much do you trust? Well, and then it goes to, too, how much do you trust the guys that you're back there working with?
After this, I don't know how well.
Yeah.
Trust Doug.
Yeah, I trust Doug. But, I don't know how.
Stu is a veteran. He's an Army vet.
Mm-hmm.
So he has this, like, burned-in mentality of stick up for your brothers.
Right.
His brothers
and that's what the wrestling business is. Yeah. That's what the wrestling
didn't stick up for him on Saturday.
No, not at all. So I wonder how much he's going to have some of the other boys in the back.
He may.
Kind of like, I was telling you, Austin Ryan said, if somebody comes in and starts hitting me 20 times, yeah, you and I are going to have beef.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought you all had my back.
I know we were trying really hard to get somebody on with us who's a promoter to get their take on it. It didn't work out. It was kind of short notice when we decided.
It was short notice, and I totally understand.
Yeah.
So,
but maybe we can make that happen at some point. But it made me think, Minderz, because like I said, this was in California. This is Knox Pro. We've never been there.
No.
What happens if that's someplace that we know? Like, what if this happens at a 0-1? If somebody tries, like, I'll just use Raja as the example because he's the only one I can think of. What if he gets in there and he takes down, and I'm just throwing names out. This is all hypothetical. Suppose there's an incident backstage where, I'll just say the Cobra does something and he blows up the Cobra and then goes in and he goes after Cobra, takes him down. He tries to pull that shit. You don't think everybody in that 0-1 locker room is going to hit the ring?
Exactly, especially if it's an outsider. That's the part that bothers me. It's an outsider.
Yeah.
I don't care who your father is. I don't care what you are known for.
Right. And Stu's a respected guy in the locker room.
Well, the first time I see you get up and you go after him, okay, wait, he's out. You need to stop.
As soon as he's out, somebody's got to get in there.
Yeah, somebody's got to get in there.
But here's the thing. What was I saying?
You're talking about if it was the Cobra and yeah.
Well, no. What I was saying is Stu's a guy who he was a respected guy in the locker room. Apparently, everything that I've heard, he was well liked by everybody. But nothing. It was Doug. That was it.
Yeah, and that's. But here's the thing though. It could be a possibility where maybe he might have been respected, but maybe he had heat. Maybe he had backstage heat.
With everybody? I don't know. I mean,
do I need to? We'll discuss that one more.
That's why
off air.
One of these, I want to ask Sam Knight because Sam worked at Knox Pro.
Right.
He trained under Rikishi, so I'm guessing he knows this guy because they said the guy's been with them for like 15 years.
Right.
So I would assume he's worked Sam Knight.
Let me see if I can work some magic. Hold on.
Okay, it doesn't have to
Well,
be today.
not tonight, but
No,
let me see if I can work some magic.
Yeah, because I'd love to get another take on it. Because, like I said, we're just a couple schmoes that have a
We don't.
podcast. I mean, we do commentary here and there, but it's just such a weird situation. I mean, we've seen riots before. Remember that situation last year with Connolly in was it in Peoria, when the guy had all of his friends in the crowd and they came out and tried to jump him. It was during Expo weekend when
Oh.
we weren't there, but
I was too busy enjoying.
But there was some situation. I forget the guy's name. Nightcrawler. Does that sound right?
No, but
Help me.
hold on. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. AJ Bari. Apocalypse. Thank you, Scott.
Apocalypse.
That's
yeah.
right. Scott was there.
Scott was there.
Because Conley ended up in Liz's lap, if I remember correctly.
But yeah, he had a match with this Apocalypse guy, and he had planted 10 guys in the crowd to jump the ring and get involved.
Yeah. And then the one guy was supposed to be retiring or he was quitting or something, and then Conley grabbed a hold of that guy, and everybody wanted to blame Conley after Conley had been like attacked by everybody else.
They should just be glad he didn't have his chain.
Yeah. I think he did, but he didn't have it in hand.
Right. That's what I mean. If he wasn't swinging that chain around. I think my cat missed me.
Yeah, I remember that because I couldn't think of that guy's name.
Because I remember we were trying to get information while we were at the expo. Find out what happened.
We're like, what happened?
We're messaging Rob. We're messaging anybody we know of that would have been there. And
I think I was messaging Carrot, maybe.
Yeah, Carrot might have been there.
He was there. I remember he was there. There was a bunch of them that were there.
But yeah,
I think Carrot had a match with Oliver Kane, maybe.
Okay, you mean the 5'7" gift from heaven?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
which we will talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, if this happens in 0-1, especially if it's to somebody who's respected in the locker room, like a Cobra or a Joey or a Carrot, Carrot, he might have some heat with somebody because he's an odd dude, but that does they're not going to sit back.
He touched his brother who had knee surgery, and he wasn't supposed to be touched. Apocalypse's brother.
But was he told that?
I don't think he was told that till later.
See, that's kind of an ongoing issue.
It's the same thing. Yeah. You gotta, in my opinion, part of that's the promotions issue. Well, hello, Noodles.
She's not real happy with this.
She doesn't look real happy with you right now.
No.
It's kind of a great little thing there. I think I might have to snap a little picture of it because her face is just... Yeah, I got it.
No. Right. I'm going to put you down. Don't knock stuff off my desk.
Oh, she's good at that.
She really is. Oh, her tail is very good at it. But
all right, let's get off of this for my blood pressure keeps going.
There's going to be more information about this. I've got a feeling we're going to be talking about this for a few weeks as information comes out.
Yeah, because this wasn't new version. It was new. I don't remember what it was. I know it's MVW, but it wasn't the MVW that we know.
Right.
I forget what it was.
Yeah. Well, let's move on, Minderz.
You want to take a break and then come back and talk about Clash of Paris?
Let's do that. Let's pay some bills real quick.
Okay.
All right, we are back.
By the way, yes, Sam did know Stu. They're actually good friends.
Okay. I was
So
curious because
he said they trained together. So I just sent him a message. I asked him if he would feel comfortable coming on and talking about it. If he doesn't feel comfortable, I'm not going to ask him to.
no,
So.
no, we're not going to force anything.
No, we aren't going to force anything because we don't want to put anybody in a situation that they don't want to be in. So.
Right, absolutely. I will say though, I don't know if you saw Miro posted about Stu also because apparently he trained in Knox Pro also.
Oh, Miro did?
Yeah, so and he put him over, said he was a stand-up guy and good dude and all that stuff. So, like I said, I haven't heard a whole lot of bad things about Psycho Stu or
right.
Smith, whatever you want to call him at this point. Because
yeah. Hey, and well wishes to him.
Absolutely.
Complete well wishes to him.
I believe there is some sort of a fundraiser.
I think there's a GoFundMe going on. Yeah. So if you are able,
set up by the family, so it is legit. But so yeah, if you're able, yeah, do that. So and I guess something Bradshaw said, if he does come back to wrestling, he's going to be the biggest baby face in the world.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And if AJ comes back, he'll be the biggest heel. Because remember, AJ lost his job with Knox Pro and his day job.
Yeah.
Because of it's a cautionary tale, man. Just be careful what you put on the internet.
It really is. And you got to be careful.
Yeah, and be careful who you allow in your locker room.
Yeah, that too. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Clash of Paris.
All right. So we made some picks for this one, Minderz.
We did, and you have all those picks.
Well, we don't have all because we didn't know about the tag title match when we did the show.
That's true.
So we have 5 of the 6 matches. So and I was going to say, I can ask you, who do you think won the tag match? You watched it, so I can't ask you who you thought won.
Well, but in all honesty, I probably would have went with who won it.
Me too. Yeah.
I really would have, because I don't think they're going to take it off the White Six. Although they do play hot potato with those belts right now.
They kind of do.
Especially when they were going there back and forth, and it was between DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits. Who was the other one that was in on that?
Shit. DIY, Street Profits, Machine Guns, Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly, yeah.
Purely Dreary, as some people call them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anyway, I'll try to do these in order. I gave Roman and Bronson cahoots, and I feel very justified in doing it, Minderz, because I'll be damned if that wasn't a hell way to start that show off.
That was a really good way to start that. Hey, Roman got his shoes back and then signed them and threw them in the crowd.
And then he got tsunami'd 4 times.
Then he got tsunami'd on a backboard.
Actually, he only threw 2 of the shoes out. The other 2 landed on the floor, but I'm going to guess those are going to go up on WWE's auction site for charity, if I had to guess. But yeah, Bubba made a point. He said that was dangerous to throw autographed Roman shoes into the crowd because people might have gone after him like crazy people.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
All right. Don't panic.
Where'd you go? What did I miss? I don't know where you went.
I had to sneeze.
Ah, gotcha.
When I sneeze, it rattles my banjo.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to wet my nose off camera, so...
I was going to say, what are you doing? I'm so confused.
I'm sorry. All right, so the match itself, Minderz, Roman and Bronson. I know Bronson didn't win, but Roman made him look like a star in this match. Thank you, Scott. Minderz.
What? Sorry. Hold on. I'm networking.
You're networking. Okay. That's
okay. I'm back. Now
talk about how good Roman made Bronson look in this match.
Great. Made him look strong. Made him look strong the way he should look.
Something that occurred to me. It seems like Hunter is booking Bronson Reed the way that Vince should have booked Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Well, he's booking Bronson Reed the way Vince should have booked Bronson Reed when he first got there.
That too.
Because when you figure Because Bronson Reed is what, Jonah? Isn't that his name, Jonah?
Jonah Rock, yeah.
Yeah. Because remember, he came in earlier. They let him go. Then they brought him back.
Mm-hmm. And in between his runs, he went to New Japan and kicked ass in the G1.
Exactly. So, I mean, I just think that right now he's getting the treatment he should have got the first time around.
I'd agree with that. And I like the fact, and he lost the match, but nobody remembers that he lost the match.
Oh, no, everybody remembers that he got the best Roman at the end.
All they remember is the beatdown.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that Jay came out to help and they put him down, which fed into the main event.
Yep.
Because he came out with the taped ribs and all that stuff, added a little bit of psychology there. The way they shot Braun when he first showed up standing on the table, I thought was great. Because they just had the shot on Roman and then they just widened out and you just see Braun standing there.
It was very nice.
It was. And then
well, because you knew somebody or something was going to happen, but they hadn't pulled the camera back far enough yet that you could tell what was, at least for us. Everybody there could see it happening, but...
Were you surprised that Braun wasn't out there earlier?
Yes, I was. Mm-hmm. I really thought he would be out there from the beginning to end.
Can I tell you what I really liked about that post-match is that Bronson kept going to different turnbuckles trying to get a clean shot at somebody and having to get back down and go try another one.
Yep.
It just added to the chaos.
It adds to it. It added to it. Like, he's not going to give up. You're going to have to just let him.
No, you're going to have to get him out.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to leave till he's done with his business.
Yeah.
And then when they strapped Roman down to that backboard, as soon as they put him on I was like, oh, he's coming back. He's going to drop that big tsunami on him.
You take that one.
We're going to come back to that once we get closer to Raw talk because it's more pertinent after we watch Becky and Punk on Raw.
Right. All right.
So
we both. So we're 1-0 right now. We're right so far.
Right. Minderz, how many sugars do you give this match?
Oh, 1. No, you know what? I'm gonna do your law, where I'm gonna be stingy with my ones this time. And I think I would give it 2.
Okay.
Because it was still a very good match.
It was really good. I would give it 2 Lithgows just because between the match and the post match went a little long.
True.
It was drawn out just a little bit, and I was starting to wonder, okay, is something supposed to happen here?
Right, exactly.
That's the only reason I'm giving it 2 Lithgows.
Yep. And just as a refresher, the lower the amount of Lithgows and sugars you get, the better the match.
Right. It's like we use the DEFCON scale.
Yes. I have no idea what you're talking about, but yes.
Wait. And kind of the reverse DEFCON, because DEFCON 5 is nothing wrong. DEFCON 1 is when it's World War III.
Okay. Yeah, that's backwards.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Next up, I believe the next match was
Wyatt
6 and...
Wyatt 6 and Street Profits.
Okay, and we did not make picks on this one.
We didn't. But I think even if we... Okay, so... Are the tag teams on SmackDown just getting to where they kind of don't care? I don't know. Did you get the feeling... And maybe it was just me. Or it might have been the mood or whatever.
I think it was the crowd.
I felt like there was a lot of... I'm not going to say botches, because they weren't botches.
They weren't botches. It was
just
malaise, maybe?
Yeah. Like, just not... I don't know.
Maybe is it possible the Prophets had boo-boo face? Maybe
that was it. Maybe they just had boo-boo face.
I didn't see that as much out of the Wyatts.
No, I didn't either. But it seemed like the Prophets...
The Prophets I think they had boo-boo face.
Hold on, because I was talking to somebody during this.
Mm-hmm. I will say this, though. The more I watch them as a team, I'm really getting into Gacy and Loomis as a tag team.
I like them as a tag team a lot.
Too. They're getting more chemistry every time. Sean says it seems like Montez and Dawkins are headed towards a breakup. Maybe. They're teasing it for sure after the stuff with Bo and the backstage area on SmackDown. But
okay,
I don't think they can afford to split up any tag teams.
Well, here's the thing. I think that might have been the worst match I've ever seen the Street Profits have
On their end.
on their end.
On their end.
Yeah, not on the Wyatt's end. I think on their end, because when I was messaging our buddy David, and I said tag match. I don't know how high the Street Profits were, but that was probably the worst match I've seen them in. Like, it just seemed like they were slow. They were
just going through the motions.
Yeah, it just, I don't know.
Can we make a point that it looked like Nikki Cross showered?
Well, I mean, she was on a plane, so maybe that was they made it a requirement.
That's true. That's true. All right, Minderz. How many sugars?
Scott, hold on. They're always teasing a Street Profits breakup.
Can we at least get them to break up with BFAB?
Please, dear Lord, please.
What purpose did she serve in that match?
Nothing, unless it's going to be something later where she pisses off Bianca. I don't know.
Maybe. Well,
and then we've got a freaking Judgment Day type situation, and no.
How many sugars?
I'm gonna go with 3. And it's no fault of the Wyatts. Like I said, they were just the Street Profits were just boo-boo jump face. And it was obnoxious.
Yeah. I'm going to go 4. I'm going 4 with goes. For much the same reason.
I'm saving...
You perform the same in front of 5 people as you do 5,000. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's
exactly. I get it. I totally get it.
But for people that are complaining about this, I refer you back to the disclaimer at the top of the show.
Yes. We've never taken a bump in our lives, and we don't know what it's like, but...
Right. What do we know?
What do we know?
All right. Next up, I believe, was the Women's Intercontinental Championship match.
I believe so. Yeah, it was.
Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella. We both picked Becky here.
Although I was scared. Oh, I was scared.
You were texting me all week, like, are they gonna...
They wouldn't, would they? They wouldn't, would they?
They wouldn't. I've never been real high on Nikki Bella's work.
I'm definitely not really high on Nikki Bella's work after that match. And the thing is that Becky tried her damnedest to get a good match out of Nikki.
Is it me, or did Becky have to work down to Nikki's level?
She did. I'm going to say something. I'm probably going to get heat.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I feel like any of the women wrestlers who were in that era of the butterfly belt, and there are exceptions. So, there's always exceptions. But I just feel like they weren't as
polished,
aggressive, polished. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Polished as what we have now. Am I going to get heat for that? Are you going to give me heat for that?
I'm going to give you heat for that because I can't disagree.
Because, I mean, there's exceptions. Like, I would say, like, beef. Good God. Beth Phoenix. I would, like, Beth Phoenix, Mickie James, AJ Lee, and I would even throw Paige in there when Paige was WWE Paige.
But
I just feel like those were probably the exceptions to those rules. And now I just feel like everybody's kind of a step ahead. Even as much, and don't get me wrong, I do, but like the Bellas, never really cared for the Bellas. Hey, even Layla Cool or whatever I did not like them. It's just, if they were playing the Mean Girls, I wasn't a fan.
The thing to remember also is those girls didn't have the PC.
They didn't.
Some of them were in FCW, but they didn't have quite the...
They didn't have the training that they have now.
Right.
Which, like I said, maybe that's a lot of what it is because. But you know what? You can't completely say that either. Because you got Lita and Trish.
Well, that was before the butterfly belt. There's a
I know.
limbo period between the classic women's championship and the modern ladies.
Right.
It's that Divas era. The
Divas era is the one I hated.
Except for, with the exception of Charlotte and Natty, I would say.
Charlotte and Natty.
Natty had that butterfly belt.
Well, like I said, well, and so did Paige. Paige had the butterfly belt too.
Mm-hmm.
But she was the anti-diva.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, so I will give Charlotte, but again, Charlotte and them came up through NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So did Natty. But I mean, Natty's a heart.
No, Natty came up through Shimmer and FCW.
And NXT.
She didn't come up in NXT. She worked in NXT.
Okay.
But she was already on the main roster when the NXT started.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Because although it was
came
the
down
NXT,
and worked with Charlotte for that vacant title.
Right. You're right. I'm sorry. I got confused. But yeah. Why am I listening to your heartbeat in my?
We got this new feature. It has just sounds, and I'm just.
And you're having too much fun playing with it. don't use that one. All right, would you quit playing so we can continue discussing this?
All right. So anyway, we talked about the kick to the Invisible Man. There were people saying that she was kicking John Cena.
Well, did you see the one where they were talking about Cena's wife and making fun of her for kicking the Invisible Woman? It's like, yeah. Oh, that was funny. Because his wife was there, so. Yeah.
But even more great to me was when she was bouncing Becky's face off the table.
You mean
She was yeeting the table.
Yeah, she was yeeting the table. That's about all she was doing.
So yeah, so let's go to our rating, Minderz. Sugars.
5.
5 sugars. Yeah, I gotta go 5 with goes.
And like
again, not a knock on Becky.
It is not a knock on Becky, but that was definitely the worst. That was probably the worst match on the show, in my opinion.
I would agree with that. Okay, was the Cena match next, or was it Sheamus and Rusev?
Sheamus. Because when I first jumped on, when I got home and started watching Clash in Paris, when I hit play, it started me off. It's my first match that I got to see was Cena and Logan Paul. So, but I know that wasn't the first match.
Right. All right.
So then I backed it up before I got to the main event.
So we had ourselves a good old-fashioned Donnybrook, Minderz.
We did.
And I sent a message to Barry when I was watching this. I said, the set dressing was giving me 2007 TNA vibes with all the barrels and the bar and all that. It reminded me of when the Dudleys wrestled LAX in the Brooklyn Brawl or whatever it was called, and they had street signs and they made the Impact Zone look like it was downtown New York with the props and everything.
Who else was it that Sheamus fought? That was it McIntyre? I think it was McIntyre. That they had brought out the bar and the barrels and everything.
I think it might have been Jeff Hardy.
No, this has been more recent.
Then it would have been. Then it would have been Drew, because I think
I was thinking it was Drew.
Can I just say, how good was this match though? When you get past all the Gaga, it's just two big dudes beating the piss out of each other.
You want to hear so again, talking to David, and by the time I hadn't got to, I had picked my 2 matches of the night. I had 2 matches of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, one of my matches of the night was not your Cahoots, but it wasn't my 2 matches of the night. And he says, well, I'm intrigued by you saying Sheamus and Rusev was your match of the night. Tell me why. And I said, well, first of all, I love a hoss fight. No fuckery, just beat the absolute hell out of each other.
Hoss fight?
And he said, huh?
Hoss fight?
Let's fight. He goes, makes sense. I was like, You know, we knew it was going to be a Donnybrook, so you knew there was going to be fuckery.
Yeah.
And even though there was fuckery, it wasn't over the top stupid. It was what you would expect in a quote unquote Donnybrook match. That easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the easiest way I can explain it.
I was impressed that both guys were able to get up on top of the barrels.
Yes, very proud of both of them. Again, though, these guys are all good. Hey, it was Minderz Law in full effect because they're like best friends outside of
And
outside.
And
So
both guys set stuff up and wanted to go through their own stuff.
yep. Yeah, I was yelling that for the final match too when they put up that Slim Jim table.
But you didn't have to yell legs.
Nope, we didn't have to yell legs. I was kind of excited. We didn't have to yell legs.
I'm gonna make a hot take.
What's that?
The only person allowed to use the Slim Jim tables is LA Knight because he's the Slim Jim.
And Jay. Jay's he was also a spokesperson for.
Oh, was he?
Yep.
And then on the women's side, Bianca.
Yep.
But
it's LA Knight and Jay and Bianca.
If you have not done a Slim Jim commercial, you cannot use the Slim Jim tables.
Exactly. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's get to the rating here. I think I know what yours is. How many sugars?
Go ahead and put it up if you know what it is. There you go. Good job. And it's right over your face, which is hilarious. Yeah, I won sugar because, like I said,
sugar has a goatee.
Right? This was definitely one of my matches of the night. I really liked this match.
I agree. I am going to go 2 stars or 2.
I figured you would just because you're picky.
I'm stingy. You have to earn a 1 or a 5 from me.
And it makes sense.
Oh wait, hang on. I moved.
Hey, they have to earn a 1. It all depends on how much I'm entertained.
Fair enough.
If I'm entertained and I can still talk about that match and remember parts of that match to a T, you earned a 1 star with me.
Yeah. All right. Well, next up we have.
So that made us now. So now I'm 1-1. No, 2-1, and you're 3-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm about to be 3-1, Minderz.
Because my whole thought, the reason I picked Sheamus for that match was because it was a Donnybrook match. It was his match. So, all right, You're about to be 3-1. Let me see.
I picked Logan in the Cena match.
I get it. I understand it. And can I just mention, if Cena's a face now, why is he still not throwing his towel out?
I was going to say the same thing.
I've been watching every time now, and every time he doesn't throw that.
That's the only thing he hasn't brought back.
That's the only thing he hasn't brought back.
And he's still got the ring announcer doing the long-winded introduction.
Yeah, but now
it's on his retirement.
It's fine now. Yeah, I mean, he's only got what, 9 appearances left. So
8
appearances left.
I want to say 8.
And he's still got to fight Brock. So,
which I think is going to happen eventually. I'm not sure where.
I think SummerSlam.
SummerSlam already happened.
Or I meant Survivor Series. Sorry, I meant Survivor Series. It's got to happen on one of the big 4, and that's the only one of the big 4 left.
Can I be bold?
Sure.
I'm thinking it's going to be Saturday Night's Main Event.
I could see that, though, too. I could see that.
Last match in Boston.
Oh, it's in Boston?
It's in Boston.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's probably when it's going to happen then. Yep.
Brock
save the big one for the hometown. Yep. I could see that happening.
All right. But this match, though, Minderz, Logan and Cena, very good. Both guys really busted their tail. Cena still goes for the AA too much for my liking.
Here's the thing, though, and this is where I'm going to argue that this is his go home. That's one of his 5 moves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got to agree. Yes, he does only have about 5 moves, but there were some things that he threw out. Man,
what'd you think of that? He threw out Styles Clash, the
pop. The wanted the Styles Clash from the crowd. Was
Well, they love AJ.
ridiculous. That was crazy.
Did you hear the reason why he did everybody's moves? Because he did like the Code Red, the Fairy Tale ending, Styles Clash, End of Days. It's because he knew he wasn't going to get to wrestle all those people again before he's done. So he wanted to, it was kind of it was
Aw.
his tip of the hat to all those guys.
Okay, that's kind of sweet.
The fact that Logan
Except he
kicked
didn't
out of
take
all
them.
of their moves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but he didn't take them. That's not fun. You're supposed to take them, you jack.
I think the only one of those moves I could see Logan doing is a Styles Clash.
Yeah.
I still
But-
say Logan Paul in the ring is our generation's Art Bar, Love Machine.
Yeah.
Just everything about his mannerisms, his facials, his moveset.
He's a great guy to hate,
He really is.
but
love
I
hating that guy.
but I appreciate the fact that he still respects it.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's still respect there. Oh, speaking of, did you see Jelly Roll and Post Malone were ringside?
Yeah, you know why? Tomorrow night they have a concert, and there's a concert in Paris at that same building.
Ah.
That was why they were there.
I told Stacy Post looked like a cowboy who fell asleep in the bunkhouse, and all the other cowboys drew pictures on him.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And then Jelly still looks like a South Park character when he gets that big sheet and grin on his face.
Yeah.
All
Dude,
right.
I saw something the other day where they showed what Jelly Roll looked like when he first started.
Uh-huh.
What he looks like, I think he's like a third of the size he used to be.
He's
now.
dropped like 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's dropped a lot of weight.
He has.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah. All right, Minderz, give me a rating for this match.
1.
1 for you. All right, I'm going to go.
I figure you go 2.
2.
Yep. Yeah, that was my other favorite match of the night.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the main event here, Minderz. We both picked Seth.
Minderz Law.
Minderz Law, indeed. I liked how they kept reiterating the fact that Braun and Bronson Reed were ejected from the building under threat of suspension.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul was in the hospital.
Paul was in the hospital.
And Rowan was in the hospital.
Yes.
So Jay didn't have his backup, and Seth didn't have his. That we thought.
It's funny. As soon as the person came out, I was like, I know who that is.
You could tell by her body language.
You could tell by her size.
That too.
You don't have to see the body language.
I have to call out the wife on this when she watched it, and I don't know if she's back there, but she when it first happened, she's like, "Is that the Miz?"
No, hun. That's not the
No,
Miz.
too
No,
small
hun.
to be the Miz.
Too small to be the Miz.
But then she did pop when she pulled the hood off, and it was Becky.
Pulled the hood off, yeah. I mean,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, because this is setting up.
Hey, after what I saw Monday, I am here for it.
Yeah, I am too.
Sean, you got to be careful with these hot takes of yours, buddy.
Yeah, you need to be careful with that one. I'm not sure that's going to be the case. I'm not sure. I still think it's going to be a WrestleMania match. I don't think.
I do think it's going to be Punk at Mania.
Yeah.
Like I said it last week. I think it's going to be Rollins and Roman at the Rumble.
Yep.
And then it's going to be Punk and Rollins at Mania.
Punk's going to win. Punk's going to win the.
He's going to get his moment.
He'll get his moment. Punk's going to win the Rumble, and as long as he can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
If he can stay healthy.
So, for anybody living under a rock that didn't see the finish, Becky Lynch came out and helped Seth win the title, or retain the title, I should say. Retain, not win.
She clobbered the cojones of one CM Punk.
Yeah, she didn't quite do it with the gusto of a
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman, or who was it? It was Chelsea Stackhouse at GCW.
Yeah, Chelsea Stackhouse on KJ.
She rang his bells with vigor.
She did. Yeah.
But yeah, so Knight and Uso both down on the floor. Becky KOs Punk's gonads. Rollins gets a stomp on a chair, gets the pin.
He didn't get the
And,
stomp on the chair. He missed it on the chair.
No, he missed it on the upright chair, but then
Oh no, but he hit it on.
the
Yeah, he
flat
hit it
chair.
on the one that was on the flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Minderz, give me a rating on this one.
I'm
'Cause
giving
I'm
it
curious.
2.
You're
I'm
giving
giving it 2
two sugars.
because it was entertaining and it was very. I did like the match and I thought there was a time when you thought each of the guys could
Could have done.
retain or could get it.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna give it 2 because it was entertaining and it did still keep you on your toes, even though we pretty well figured Seth was winning.
See, I was gonna go 3, but the finish made me go bump it up to a 2.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yep. All right. Well, Minderz, overall for Clash in Paris, where do you rate this one?
I'm gonna give it 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it 2. In my opinion, there was only 2 matches that kind of shit the bed. And I think all of the other matches were solid. Were good matches, enjoyable matches.
Yeah, a 3 to 2
Sean,
ratio.
yes, we know. Sean, yes, we know Punk has to get his revenge, but it's going to be a little bit yet.
You gotta wait it out, man. There's a slow burn here.
There's slow burn here, and it's lovely.
I think I'm going to give this pay-per-view 3. 3 goes. A 3 to 2 ratio, good to bad, isn't enough to get me 2.
Yeah. Like I said, I just felt like it was a solid show. I felt like it was more. It had the PLE feel.
I think the crowd was hotter for Raw than it was for SmackDown.
That's because AJ was on it.
That too.
AJ Styles was on it.
Hey, before we get into to Raw, why don't we run through the results from Death Before Dishonor?
Okay. And talk about the main event and who came out during the main event.
Yes. All right.
Because I popped like a little girl.
Okay, so they had announced that Sammy Guevara would have a mystery partner. We covered that in headlines, so it's not real. I'm surprised it was Roosh.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't the first. They had the triple first.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
getting there. You're good. All right, so the pre-show, first match, Jay Lethal beat Jordan Oliver, which I'm really kind of ticked that I didn't see this match because I like both these guys.
Can we find that somewhere?
I'm sure it's on YouTube. I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
Yeah.
But, sounds like Oliver got a good showing for himself. But
yeah, he didn't have GCW this week, so
no.
Yeah. Yep.
They're in Philly, so he's from the East Coast, so he was right there. Lethal won with a figure 4. So
you know what? It's funny because I've been having this discussion with a few people.
Uh-huh.
I've been explaining our list of the ruined.
Okay.
And poor Lethal. Although
give the guy a big hug.
I do. I just want to give him a big hug and say, dude, we've got. I want to meet Lethal now and have a discussion with him like I did with Camille.
Uh-huh.
And just have that discussion that we respect you so much. We're disappointed in how you're being booked. And I'm sorry.
Did you meet Lethal a couple years ago at the Expo?
I did not.
I did, and he is an absolute prince of a guy.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's I would
Very
almost compare him to meeting. I'm going to assume he was probably about like me meeting Nana this year. Because remember, Nana, I went up and told Nana, I was like, I have a message I'm supposed to give to you. I was like, I hope you understand this. I was so nervous.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He knew it was Angel, which was awesome.
Did he do that cackle?
He did. He laughed. It was funny.
Nice.
Although I will say, other than that, probably D'Lo Brown was the other one that really surprised me.
Because he texted Jim Cornette about your shirt.
Well, and him, but it was like he saw the shirt first, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a Cornette guy too." And I was like, "Ah."
Oh, we know.
We know.
And Corny still puts D'Lo Brown on a regular basis on his shows.
Yep.
All right, why are we talking about D'Lo and Cornette? We got to talk about Ring of Honor.
Because we were talking about gems of people, and we brought up Lethal.
That's true. Okay, that's true. And then Will Ospreay, without saying,
Yeah. So, well, of course.
All right. The next match on here, Oh, apparently Guevara cut a promo and he teased that he will break the walls down for his partner. So he was
Ugh.
setting doubt in people for.
Ew, why would you do that? There's only one person I can think of if you're saying that.
I know.
Ew. Ew. Okay, anyway. I would have smacked him.
Oh, sorry.
Because you know what? I'm not missing. I'm not. He's been away for a while. And I'm not missing him.
No.
Ah,
All right. The next match on the pre-show was Mansoor and Mason Madden, the MXM model dudes, beat Griff Garrison and Cole Carter and Alex Reynolds and John Silver in a three-way.
okay.
I don't know what this means. MXM Collection debuted Seed Perfume. I'm afraid to ask.
It was this big bottle of stuff because when
Was it arrogance, basically?
yeah, basically, it was basically arrogance.
Oh, Johnny TV was out there too.
Yeah, Johnny, because they all came out when Taya came out.
Hmm.
Because apparently they're all together now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next match was Billy Starks beat Ashley Vox. Pure Rules.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I like those pure rules.
Yeah. There was a four-way match for $50,000, which Tony likes to do those. Dralistico defeated Adam Priest, Angelico, and AR Fox.
It's not saying a whole lot, but okay.
Yeah. Well,
I like AR Fox.
yeah.
And I like Diana Jalisco.
Yeah. Something that I'm glad that Tony did. There were issues with the feed on the pay-per-view, so he just aired the whole show free on YouTube, and it's still there if you want to watch it.
Well, and they still have issues with the feed too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many times I watched. It was twice you watched every intro.
Uh-huh.
That got annoying. But
Okay, so main card here. Ishii and Hologram beat Ari Daivari and Tony Nese.
dude, I forgot just how good Tony Nese and Daivari are.
They really are.
They're so good.
Let's see. Six-man tag team championship. Shane Taylor, Sean Dean, and Charlie Bravo. I'm sorry, I misread that for a second. They beat the Sons of Texas, which in this case was Guevara and the Von Erichs. Again, we kind of talked about that during headlines.
Yes.
Women's Pure Championship Tournament quarterfinal. Queen Aminata beat Taya Valkyrie.
That was actually a really good match.
Yeah.
Did you watch that one?
Not yet.
You should. That one's really good.
Mm. Blake Christian and Lee Johnson beat Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. I was surprised by this. Not a knock on Christian or Johnson, but I thought the Kingdom would have won this.
I kind of did too, but
It was good though.
yeah. Crap, Bennett came out. I did not recognize him at first.
No, he looks way different.
He looks so different, and I don't know what it is, but he just looks different. Because that one when I was like, who? I know these two. Who is? And then when I saw Tate, I was like, oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna butcher this name, but for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, Lee Moriarty defeated Jalua. XCLHUA, I think.
Yeah.
Moriarty won with a standing Border City stretch. Fight without honor, which you know what this means, Minderz. It's anything goes, weapons, all that stuff.
This is the one that I groaned at.
QT Marshall beat Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah. You know what? I was sitting there, I was like, Paul Walter Hauser, I know this guy. Where do I know this guy? Oh, SCX.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Paul's kind of in that Logan Paul category. He's not as athletic as Logan is, but he puts the work in, and he's actually not a terrible wrestler.
He's not terrible.
No.
But I don't understand why we needed. I mean, I get that it's that type of match, but the glass, that was a little,
Tony.
yeah.
Hook came out and dragged Aaron Solo to the back.
Yes.
after he kept interfering. After QT kind of gave Hauser his flowers,
He did.
which surprised me. All right. World Tag Team Championship. We talked about this on headlines. Guevara and Rush defeated the Outrunners to win the championships.
Then the Von Erichs came out.
Yeah. Then
I like that Marshall.
I like both of them.
Isn't it? I think it's Marshall.
He's the shorter one, right?
He's the one that I think Marshall's the one that reminds me more of David.
Oh,
and
he's
then
the taller one. Okay.
and then Ross reminds me of
Kevin.
No, Carrie.
Really?
Yeah, he reminds me more of Carrie.
Okay. But anyway,
Because
the one there's got
like
their butt
they
kicked
remind
by
me
the,
of they remind me of the brothers that aren't Kevin.
Okay.
But they're Kevin's kids. I get it.
Gotcha.
Grandkids or whatever, but yeah.
No, kids. Kevin's
Is it
dad.
kids?
Yeah, Kevin's
Oh,
dad.
okay. I thought it was grandkids.
No. Yeah, so the LFI beat up on the Von Erichs after the match. Boo. All right. Ring of Honor World Championship. Bandito retained over Echichero.
I'm gonna tell you, I did not watch this match because I knew it was gonna be a bunch of
Basically,
flippy shit. I didn't want to
Everything
watch
you expect from it's just basically a Lucha Libre match.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
Not
I didn't want
bad,
to watch.
But
I'm sure it
getting.
wasn't.
You knew what you were getting when you watched this match.
And that's why I went ahead and fast forwarded through it because I wasn't in the mood to watch it.
But you didn't fast forward through the main event.
No, I did not. In
All
fact,
right.
I stopped at the entrances.
Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Athena retained over Mina Shirakawa, who I believe is still the interim television champion.
She is, yes. Can we say why? Why I enjoyed Athena's entrance.
Why don't you tell everybody why?
Well, the break dancing was fun. They had break dancers that came out. That was fun. And then the Minion Meanie came out, and the Blue Meanie came out.
Oh, we love some Blue Meanie.
We love Blue Meanie.
Poor Meanie. Mina wanted to dance with Meanie also, and Athena was not happy.
No, not at all. But that's just Meanie.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, when does Athena lose her title? I think she's going to hold it. She's definitely going to hold it for her 1,000 days.
How many days is she up to now?
As of that one, as of Friday, it was like 993.
I'm gonna go on the limb. I'm gonna say she's gonna hold her for another year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Who's gonna beat her? Who do they got?
Exactly.
The only one that Billy Starks, maybe.
That's the only one I was gonna say. That's the one that made sense to me.
But she's got to turn face first.
Right. Well, she's got to turn on Athena first. So
same thing.
Yeah.
Or Athena's got to turn on Billy.
Nah. Didn't they kind of run that at one point, or was that with somebody else?
No, they kind of did, but then maybe it was just a ruse.
I think it might have been. Because yeah.
All right. Minderz, there's something we need to discuss about our friends in AEW.
Okay, Sean's asking who's going to beat Mercedes for her TBS title. I don't know.
I got to see
whoever
she finally everybody.
Whoever she says, oh, that one's okay.
She will lose the title when Frank the Lawyer knocks her up.
Exactly. When she gets pregnant, she'll lose her titles.
Mm-hmm.
So Frank, get on it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Please.
Anyway.
Seriously, just move.
I mooed. I'm sorry. But AEW, you got Will Ospreay. He's on the shelf. Neck surgery. Mm-hmm. Now Swerve Strickland had knee surgery for a torn meniscus, so he's out for a while.
Yep.
You got Adam Page as your world champion.
Right.
Kenny's always hurt in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Who are we down to? Just Darby for baby faces that Tony is willing to get behind?
That Tony is willing to get behind, yes.
That's the caveat, because I mean, there's other guys that who do you want to see step up?
Well, I can't say that because you and I already kind of had this discussion, and I agreed with you 100%. And I'll go ahead and say it, but You were the one to mention it, and that's Mark Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves Mark.
I'll ask you this: so they just lost the tag titles. Do they turn the Hurt Syndicate babyface and put Lashley in the world title hunt, or a title hunt? Some sort of, maybe put him with Okada for the unified title or something.
You know who I know you say
Shelton
that for
versus
Lashley.
Fletcher.
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind seeing Shelton go after one of those or one of the lower belts.
I'll just say it. Put him with Fletcher. I want to see those two.
Shelton and Fletcher would be good. I'm not going to yell at you yet because it's not completely teasing me with a good time yet.
Okay.
You know what might be fun, and I know there's no belt, but what I would kind of like to see, because I've never seen it, maybe you have. I wouldn't mind seeing Archer versus Lashley at some point.
I don't think that's happened.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. You got two big tall hosses in there. That'd be a lot of fun.
And there's a story there, because Archer and Shelton were both in Suzuki-gun in New Japan.
Well, there you go. That could be fun.
But they got to make Archer be more than just Callis' lackey.
Right.
I swear they made him in. Corny said something that made me chuck. He said they've made Archer into a valet.
I mean, he's not wrong.
And I said last week, well, I feel about them bringing in Wardlow into the group and making Archer not the biggest guy in the group anymore.
Right. Can I?
To this day, I'm waiting for the time they bring Davey Boy Smith Jr. back in and put together Killer Elite Squad again.
Can I possibly tease you with what could be a good time?
Sure.
What if Takeshita were to turn on Callis?
It seems like they're teasing that, aren't they?
Yeah.
At the pay-per-view when he came out, he was kind of giving Wardlow the stink eye.
And I could see Takeshita. I think he would thrive as a babyface.
At this point, yeah. If this version of Takeshita.
Yes. This version. Yes.
I don't want to see him go back to white meat Takeshita from before he went up with Callis.
No. I want this version of Takeshita, but I want this version to start seeing the error of his ways, shall we say. And maybe start going through everybody on the Callis group. I could see him.
Do you think he needs a mouthpiece, though?
Yes,
that's the thing that's really benefited him, is having Callis as a mouthpiece.
Yes, he needs a mouthpiece.
Who would you pick? Don't say Daddy Magic.
No, not Daddy Magic.
Nana, maybe?
I was almost, Nana doesn't have anybody right now.
Well, not till Swerve comes back.
Right, exactly. So, but could you imagine if Takeshita and Swerve were together as a tag team? You'd have the power.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. Again, this is another one of the situations where now that all these people are hurt, Tony's backed himself into another corner.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's anybody that Tony would consider bringing up from Ring of Honor to fill a slot?
Other than Bandito?
Other than Bandito. Because Bandito is already in one of those slots.
I was going to say he's already in one of those slots. There's part of me that wishes he would bring up the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
There's part of me that wishes he would bring up. I wish he would do more with the Outrunners.
Okay.
Other than that,
the one I keep coming back to is Jay Lethal.
Yeah, well,
but he's
already ruined.
Yeah,
he's already ruined. You can't just bring him unless it would be where Nana, like where maybe Lethal is settling the score for Swerve. Could that work?
I suppose. Do they have history?
I don't know. Does Okada and Lethal have history? I don't know.
Lethal has more history with Naito than Okada, because he was
right.
kind of like an auxiliary member of Los Ingobernables de Japón back in the day. But
I'm just thinking, though, somebody that I could see Nana working with, that it would benefit and that it would, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you're saying. What about somebody coming back like a Jay White?
Juice.
They gotta get Juice's beard back. He looks ridiculous.
He reminds
I
me
cannot
of.
get behind
He
Juice.
reminds me of Ezekiel.
I don't buy Juice as an ass kicker right now. He looks like every other schmo that takes a job.
Yeah. But I
But
like Juice.
I like Juice, but I just can't get behind Juice at this point. And he's not winning a whole lot either since he's been back.
No.
But if they bring back Jay White and get the Bang Bang Gang going again, is that a step in the right direction?
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. And I think it's just because I'm so nervous at how he would. If he booked him right, yes, it would be a step in the right direction. But there's the problem.
Can we talk about who set a record for the fastest to go to the Ruined?
Other than Camille?
Ace Austin.
I haven't even seen what he did. What happened?
He signed 1 week, and then the next week he's jobbing out to Ricochet on Collision. And I don't know what he's done since then.
I told you it was stupid for Ace to go there.
And there's people that are going to say, "Hey, why are you complaining about Tony's booking decisions and all that stuff?" Because we're not nearly this critical about WWE and their booking.
No, we're not.
Can I tell you why I think we can get away with talking about Tony?
You tell your reason, I'll tell my reason. So you go ahead. You go first.
The only thing different between me and Tony Khan is $1 billion and the need to be liked.
Now, mine's a little different than that. But that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Mine is we have been conditioned with WWE booking for 30 years, 40 years.
Well, even Triple H has only been doing it for what, 4 years at this point?
Yeah.
3 or 4 years. And
there's a lot of people that are questioning what he's doing. But it's kind of the way I think you and I have set up how we look at it now, which is
Brett Lauderdale's a better booker than Tony Khan.
Oh, Brett Lauderdale's actually a really good booker. Sorry,
Eddie Mephisto is a better booker than Tony Khan.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, especially with some of the matches we've got coming up that we're going to talk about tomorrow.
Next question.
Yes.
Should Edge and Christian get hot-shotted into the tag titles and beat Brodito?
No, they shouldn't, but yes, it's probably going to happen.
Should FTR get hot-shotted and beat Brodito? I'm basically dancing around the question, should FTR lose the World Tag Team Championship to Edge and Christian? Cope and Christian, I'm sorry. I force a habit.
Yeah, I know, but the difference between Barry Sinclair and Tony Khan, I'll walk you to your car. Is it terrible of me to say that I don't want Edge or Cope and Christian to get the belts?
No, because I think it's predictable.
I don't want them to have the belts.
Well, they didn't put the belts on the Hardys. Why should they put them on Edge and Christian?
Exactly.
And I don't know that they would want them. I feel like Edge would say, put them on somebody younger. We'll be an attack.
I think Christian and Cope would both say that. But again, Tony's playing with his toys.
Mm-hmm. Same thing he did with Sting.
Yep. I don't know. Exactly. I just, yeah. I don't know. Well, Reb, what do you say we move on?
All right, let's move on.
Tired talking about AEW.
Got a couple more things. We got to talk about Raw from Gay Paris one more time yesterday.
Yeah, let's.
1 p.m., which
it was great.
I like the afternoon Raws.
I do.
I can spend my time in the evening watching something. I can watch my sheep shearing videos on YouTube.
And your Jeopardy.
And my Jeopardy and my knife making and all that stuff. I found
Sheep
out some.
shearing. I'm gonna have to send you some because I've got some good ones.
Yeah, and then
I used to watch that too.
I found these videos of guys that like make swords out of like paper clips and various like scrap metal and all that stuff, and it's really cool and oddly soothing.
Isn't it weird how making weapons can be soothing?
It's true.
But
All right. Well, Minderz, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. And I think the first thing we got to talk about is AJ Styles.
dude, he is so over in Paris.
I got a feeling at some point after he's done with WWE, I know he says he's going to retire. I could see him going working in France for the next 10 years.
And not do a damn thing.
Working the French Indies.
Well, he could go out and be a freaking manager for somebody and still draw.
He could just do meet and greets at indie shows in France.
Yeah.
Maybe a run-in.
He'd make bank.
He'd make a lot of francs.
He'd make a lot of francs.
Or is it euros these days?
It might be euros. I don't really know.
Hey, Stacy.
I don't know.
Oh.
You didn't hear me under my
I
breath.
Is she
didn't.
already looking?
She says she doesn't know.
Oh.
That's all right.
Hold on.
Oh, you're looking?
I'll look.
Do you need the music?
No.
Okay.
We already played it once. We're not playing it again. Money in France. What is money? What is
France's currency?
it? Is euro.
Oh, it's a euro. Okay.
It is a euro.
All right. But anyway, AJ and Dom, really good, I thought.
But it didn't get introduced till 1999. That's interesting.
Yeah, that sounds about
It
right.
used to be the franc, so
Yes. Or franc, depending on.
franc, whatever. Yeah.
What did you think of the match, though, AJ and Dom?
I thought it was a good match.
So did I.
I enjoyed it.
Right guy won?
Right guy won.
I'm glad they didn't bow down to the peer pressure of the French crowd and their
Right.
love of AJ and put the belt on him.
Well, I feel
It's coming.
it's coming, but
It is coming. I think they wait, and we're gonna make picks on this on Tuesday. But I think Dom wins the Mega Championship from Vikingo Rules Collide, and I think they want him as a double champion.
Grr.
Am I teasing you with a good time?
No, grr.
Am I
I
taking your
don't
pick?
like it. I don't like it.
I know title champions challenging for championships. It
Well,
bugs
and
you.
no, I'm just afraid that if they put it, I'm a little concerned if they put it on Dom, which I understand why they would want to. But I don't want all the AAA guys to get
Buried.
buried.
I don't
And
know if they will.
Vikingo is really good.
He is, but he's also kind of hated right now in AAA because people love Del Rio.
Yeah.
So maybe wash their hands of Vikingo for at least get the belt off Vikingo and eventually put it back on him, but not have him beat Del Rio. Have him get it back from
What
Dom.
if you bring Vikingo? Ooh, this is terrible. Who has that belt right now?
Which belt?
Who has the men's speed?
Grande.
Could you do that?
Jack Vaughn has it.
Jack Vaughn has it. Could you get Vikingo
I
take
think-
the speed championship?
Vikingo would be.
He'd be good with it,
He almost be tailor made for it.
right?
He is speed.
He is speed.
Sean apparently not paying attention. He said, "Who beats Dom for the IC title?" It's going to be AJ.
It's going to be AJ. We had this discussion, but we
I
think he's going to win it at AAA first, or he's going to win
Dom's
the other
gonna
one.
Dom's going to win the AAA belt. I'm gonna go on a limb.
He's going to get real cocky,
He's gonna get
and then
cocky.
yeah, he's going to get cockier, and then lose it, and then
Can I go on a limb?
yes,
AJ wins the belt in the cage. Keep everybody out
that's going to be the only way he can, honestly.
because he's got Judgment Day and Grande breathing down his neck. So,
Sean AJ lost twice. That don't mean anything.
but he's also got a gripe because he lost by crooked means this
I would say
yesterday.
every time it's been crooked means.
Well,
that
the
he's,
first time he got outsmarted by Dom.
but it's still
This time
it was crooked.
This time he lost because Grande hit him with a loaded mask.
Yeah.
It's like he lost, but then you had to put him in a title match in France. I mean,
You did because
he's so
hello.
over.
Did you hear the pop?
But I think the finish of this match gets him another shot.
Yeah, I do too. Because I think Nick's gonna finally have Adam's gonna finally have it with him.
I think
Aaron
he almost
Pierce.
has.
Well, I know he has, but I know he has had it with him.
I always had it with Roxy after yesterday.
No shit.
What'd you think of Lyra coming in there? And
I think she's gonna get lost now.
I think she needs to go to SmackDown.
Yeah, well, I
Put her
think
with
we're
Julia.
waiting. I think we're waiting until the draft.
But here's the thing, though.
Feud with
the
Julia,
story
though?
they've got her in. I think her and Julia could be a damn good match.
I don't know. Dude, Mia Yim and Julia, that was a really good. I'm kind of excited to see that one.
I like that Mia Yim.
Although that was probably the fastest match I've ever seen the other night on SmackDown. Holy crap. Hold on, I'm going to do this one move and pin you and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
What the hell happened with the fallout from the War Raiders on Xavier?
I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody missed something.
Yeah. Okay, you have to take consideration. I was trying to watch Raw, cook, and entertain people at the same time. So there are bits and pieces that, yes, I saw it, but...
Yeah, I got you. I did enjoy Penta and the Vikings both all doing the Penta
doing the Penta dance.
I'm trying to think what else happened. Finn beat Dragon Lee in a good match.
Yes, I saw that. That was a good one.
The main event.
Well, you're missing CM Punk and Becky.
No, we haven't got. Oh yeah, we should talk about that more.
You can't get to the main event and not talk about CM Punk and Becky.
Well, Punk comes out, calls out Seth. Seth's music hits, and here comes Becky, dressed like Bray.
Yep.
And she cut the damnedest promo on that poor sap.
Finn did get a good pop too.
Finn got a really good pop.
Does
Kiana says she has another client. I didn't catch that. I don't know. Who do you think it's somebody from NXT?
Mm-hmm.
Jada Parker? Get Julia Heavy? Lonnie Jordan, maybe? Carmelo's already there.
I don't think so.
It's got to be a heel.
I know it has to be heel. What if it's Blake?
I don't think they'd put Blake in a group.
You don't think so? Or Fallon?
Could be Fallon. Could be JC.
Yep. There's a lot of options. Because there's a lot of those women. There's a lot of the ladies on NXT that are ready for the main roster.
Yeah.
I think. Could be Jordan. Who knows? Bring her up as a heel. I don't know.
I feel like they're going to bring Jordan up as a babyface.
Sorry. Becky's lucky it wasn't Orton. She was slapping and headbutting.
It's true. She would have got dropped fast.
She got her dropped real fast.
Or if it was Austin in 1998.
Yeah.
Yeah, she punked out Punk.
She did.
But
she did. No pun intended. Actually,
yeah,
pun intended.
Actually, I wasn't intending a pun, believe it or not. I hit Becky with a 3-piece. Okay, you got to help me out, Minderz. What's a 3-piece?
I'm not sure.
Using that Ubangi vernacular.
He is. He's using Ubangi, and I'm not following.
I'm not. I've only known Bari a few years. I'm not fully fluent in Bari yet.
Oh, I'm not fully fluent in Bari. Although I do find it funny that you say you're pretty fluent in Minderz, which
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I know how to push your buttons.
You do. Head Ubangi. Yes, we know.
Yes,
sir.
yes.
But yeah, Becky and.
So yeah, we'll have to wait and see who.
But
Kiana
to me, that just says AJ's coming sooner than later.
John says, "When does AJ Lee get physical with Becky?" I think there's a promo
immediately.
first.
Huh?
Oh, okay. 2 to the belly, 1 to the jaw.
Ah,
Sean wants to know, when does AJ Lee get physical with Becky? I think there's a promo first.
you think there's a promo first?
I think there's a promo first. I think she comes out and she talks first.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if AJ doesn't come out and call out, like, do the exact opposite of what just happened, or do the exact same thing.
I think what happens is there's a segment, there's with Punk is in there with Becky and Seth, and then they bring AJ.
Yeah.
Bully had
I
an
could see that.
idea where he's somebody called Busted Open, and it's not a great idea, but I kind of had a chuckle at it, where, like I say, Punk's in there with Becky and Seth, and then
If this was back in the day, Becky would have ate a GTS on Raw. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But the guy's idea was that AJ's music hits, but instead of AJ, it's Rhea coming out with Larry, the dog,
No.
and then AJ comes in from behind. But that can't work because AJ
No.
has to get the entrance
Yeah.
for the return.
And
Larry, we don't need to. No, Larry.
let's
Leave
not.
Larry's been
leave
involved
poor
in enough
Larry alone.
angles.
Yeah, he's been enough. He's been in enough. He doesn't need any more angles.
He's an old dog.
He's an old puppers. Leave the poor puppers alone.
Yeah, let him hang out in the back with Alexa's little one. They can play.
There you go.
But I'm 98% sure we're going to get AJ before the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, I think we'll get.
Do you think we get her in Chicago?
I wondered about that, but it's SmackDown,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't think so.
Do we know where Raw is on Monday?
This next Monday?
Yeah.
Aren't they still over wherever?
Well, SmackDown's in Chicago, so they're going to be back over there. Sean wants to, does she keep her old? Fuck, I don't know.
She has to.
At least for the first.
At least for the first one.
Yeah. Sean says they're in Milwaukee, so they're still close to Chicago.
They're close to Chicago.
So, I mean, AJ could show up.
You want my opinion?
I would love your opinion.
I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't show up at
WrestlePalooza?
That's Indy.
Okay,
It's not that far.
We need to find out if there's something going on with Punk and Rollins at WrestlePalooza. Because they haven't announced anything yet for either one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't.
Or is it something Becky has a match and AJ comes out?
That's more what I think is going to happen. I'm looking to see if they do have anything matches. Here we go. Yeah, they don't really have anything.
We still got a couple weeks before we have to make picks.
Yeah, well, it's for sure Io and Stephanie, and then John Cena versus somebody.
Yeah,
they have it to be announced.
I thought I'd heard it. That might be where they get Brock, but I feel like it needs to be some. I think they need to say Brock for the big show, though, like you were saying.
Oh, let me read this real quick.
When do we get? We need to get Cena and Joe Hendry. They were teasing that all year.
True.
Sean says Cena versus Lesnar. Has that been announced?
No, it has not.
Okay, Sean might be speculating then.
But here's the thing. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
WrestlePalooza is supposed to be the first big event to jump off this ESPN PLE.
And it's going to be on ESPN cable.
Exactly.
That's big.
That's real big.
So do you think? So that
I think AJ comes back at WrestlePalooza. I do. And it's only what? 2 weeks away?
3
it's
weeks.
the 20th.
3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
mean, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
They need to do it right, though.
Yes. Well, but I think they will. It's WWE. They've seemed to be doing things fairly.
Yeah.
fairly well. We know McAfee's supposed to be there at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, well, it's a home. He's in Indy.
Yeah,
But
it's home, but
if this was Tony Khan, AJ would have come out at the pay-per-view.
Sean, she may show up before.
She
I'm
might.
just saying that I think they're going to get more bang for their buck if she shows up at a big event as opposed to a Raw, like a
But
normal
again,
Raw.
it depends on what everybody's doing on the pay-per-view.
And it also depends on where they're wanting to go. Do they want to build this up before she, or is this going to, like I said, I think she needs to show up at WrestlePalooza.
So the Saturday Night's main event's November. That's the one with.
Where's it at?
That's the one in Boston. The scene was
Okay.
last night. I could see them. I don't think they'll go to the mixed tag right away.
I don't either.
I can see them saving that for main event. In the meantime, is there a possibility of maybe like the month before that, AJ and Becky one-on-one?
Well, I think AJ is going to go after that title.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they do a title match the month before that?
Possibly.
Because I want to have at least 3 weeks of promos before any physical stuff. Well, I'll rephrase. I mean, yeah, have a scrap in the ring or something, but before a match.
Before a match, it needs to be
Before
like
a
3
match.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, but for her to make her back in ring wrestling debut, yes,
Right.
we need 3 weeks of that.
And there has
However,
been video out there of Punk and AJ training in a ring.
that
She
doesn't
don't-
surprise me.
She doesn't look bad. I won't be surprised if she's been training all this time she's been gone.
Oh, I'm sure she has been.
Just to stay in shape, keep her chops up. Even if she had no interest in getting back in the ring. You know, all the wrestlers,
could
they always
see
say
her
never say
maybe-
never.
I could see her maybe not being necessarily ring ready, but
She'll be in
she's
shape.
physically ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in shape. But I'm not saying she's going to be definitely ring ready, but I think she will be in shape
But
and
you don't
able to
think
get
they're
ring
gonna-
ready quickly.
You don't think she'll either be at the PC or they'll send somebody up to Chicago to work
I
with
think
her?
they'll send somebody to Chicago.
I don't think she'll go to the PC. I think she'll want to be close to Larry in Chicago. But I
I'd
can
love
see them.
I'd love to have her like continue to work with
Shit,
like
send Natty
Molly,
over there.
Natty, Molly, either one of them.
Well,
But-
Natty, but well, take this for what you want. She was working at Nikki Bella before she got back in the ring. Natty was. I'm sure she didn't teach her to kick invisible men and all that business.
Women.
or women, but she got her in ring shape.
Yeah. Well, Natty very well could because especially if it's Bloodsport Natty. Please be Bloodsport Natty.
Someday.
You know what, though?
Sean says she won't be a one-off. I think she wrestles more than one. I'll agree with that.
Well, I don't think.
I don't think she's going to sign any multi-year deal, but I could see her
don't know.
being there at least.
You know
through
what?
Mania.
It might depend. She might.
She might get the bug. You never
She
know.
might. But Reb,
It's a lot of speculation.
we're on 2.5 hours, dude.
Yeah, why don't we get to our last order of business, then we'll get out of here for today.
Let's do it because I have a feeling tomorrow night's going to go a little long too.
It may, because we got some stuff to talk about tomorrow.
Got lots of stuff to talk about.
Do we have a guest tomorrow?
I don't think so. Not that I remember.
Okay, so here we go. I feel like a pirate when I listen to that,
Kinda.
like in some epic pirate movie.
So go ahead. Who is our
All right.
Hall of Fame? I am working on a guest for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So it is time for the JTR Hall of Fame. We're adding a member to the international wing this month, Minderz.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We've had a few. but I'm going with my personal all-time favorite Japanese wrestler ever, and that is one Kenta Kobashi.
Yeah, you're in trouble, dude, because I'm cool with it, but I don't know much about him.
At some point, have you? I'll just ask you this because I'll ask you if you've seen the match that was my introduction to Kobashi, which is the match with Samoa Joe.
I have not.
Go to YouTube after we're done. Watch that match. It's on
Okay.
there. I'm telling you.
I always love him. He's like, you have to watch this.
Real quick. Sean says, wonder what made AJ change your mind in regards to wrestling. Maybe, could be the bug. Getting to work with Punk was
I was gonna say
enticing.
maybe getting to work with Punk, or maybe being able to travel with him again.
Maybe.
Maybe she's getting tired of sitting at home by herself.
Could be. Maybe she has a book to promote.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, back to Kobashi. So Kobashi got his start in All Japan in the mid 80s. And there was how like Muda and Chono and Hashimoto were like the three kings of New Japan.
Right.
Well, All Japan had their own version of that called the Four Pillars of Heaven.
Is this where Tony got his idea of the 4 pillars of
I'm
AEW?
going to take a wild guess that yes, it is. But anyway, I'm going to assume it sounds way cooler in Japanese.
I'm sure it
There's
does.
nothing wrong with it. Sean, will she go in the Hall of Fame? Probably.
No, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I think she will.
If
But anyway,
Bellas can get in, yes.
yes. All right. So here are your 4 pillars, Minderz. So Kobashi is the one on the far left. This is
Okay.
young Kobashi.
Obviously.
Toshiaki Kawada, second from the left.
Okay.
Hardest kicks in the business. Ask Eddie Kingston. Shit, ask Gary Vasilio. He can tell you. The late Mitsuharu Misawa.
Okay.
And then you have Taue.
Okay.
He's the one that doesn't quite get as much love as the other 3.
Well, you always have one that doesn't get.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a legend. He was Triple Crown champion. He did all the stuff the other 3 did, but he's not the sexy choice, if that makes sense.
Right.
I mean, Misawa was the flagship. He was the guy in All Japan after Baba retired. And then Misawa was the one that wound up going to Noah and all that stuff. But but we're talking about Kobashi here. Misawa is going to go in eventually into the Hall.
Oh, I figured. But again, when you're talking New Japan or any of those, unfortunately, I like to say that I know my wrestling, but that's
You're
where
not big on the Japanese wrestling.
that's my weak spot. That's my real big weak spot.
That's why I'm around. I can give you stuff to watch. I should have given you more homework before this. I'm sorry. I was busy.
Yep, that's okay.
All right.
Well, we've all been busy this past couple of weeks.
I'll just throw a picture up here, Minderz, and let you glean from that what you will.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Kobashi wrestled Vader several times over in Japan.
Okay, here's the thing: though, Vader doesn't look that big standing next to him.
Yeah, well, this is also Vader later in his career. This is from a Noah match, so this is like in the early 2000s.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Whenever I think Japanese wrestlers, I think smaller stature guys.
No, Kobashi's a legit heavyweight.
I was gonna say. Then I saw that. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
Here he is with the Triple Crown. Before they had the one belt that I have. If you had to link him to one guy, it would probably be Misawa. Just all the matches. I saw a match that was about an hour from 2003 that was just a classic. I wish it was still on YouTube, but I can't find it. But I would have put it on my hard drive if I would have known. But here they are when they were tag champs together.
I say, I think I've heard them a lot when we've talked to our PWI.
Yeah, because Misawa was also the second Tiger Mask.
Gotcha.
But as good as they were as a tag team, I think of them more as opponents, as evidenced by this picture.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Is this a Minderz Law type of deal?
I think it is. They
were outside, so
that was very respected between the two. But here's the thing: all those guys in Japan had a specialty as far as like their strikes go. Like not everybody did all the same stuff. Misawa was a guy who threw elbows. like the forearms on. Like
Mm-hmm.
Kawada is the kicks. You've heard of the Kawada kicks.
Mhm.
That's the guy. It's Toshiaki Kawada. He invented those.
Gotcha.
Kobashi is a guy after going through his own heart, Minderz. He was a chopper.
Chopper.
He chopped. As
Full
evidenced
match.
by
Hey, wait.
what?
Hold on. Full match. Ring of Honor.
Yes, 2005.
Okay, found it.
Here's him chopping Kenta.
Oh, jeez. That's a throat. That's not chest. That's a throat.
Yeah, and see the sweat flying off.
Yeah. Good lord.
Here he is chopping Joe. This is from that match.
Eh,
Again, pretty high.
yeah. A little high there, bud.
Here he is chopping Joe.
Same match, it looks like.
Same match. They only wrestled the once in a single. They also had a tag match like the day before this. But he makes sweat fly like a motherfucker.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. He lays his shit in.
I like those guys to lay their shit in. That's fun.
Yeah. And so in All Japan early Noah, he was always wearing the orange gear, like in this picture here. That's
Mhm.
fine. But my Kobashi is in the black gear.
Gotcha.
I'm a gear nerd. The black and purple. Here he is with Masawa. He was the guy. He had his finish was usually like a lariat or some sort of a suplex or a sleeper, something. But if there was a match that was really tough, really grueling, he would bust out a burning hammer, and that was his one winged. That I don't want to say one winged angel because it's a way better finish than one winged angel. But this is the thing: nobody kicked out of a burning hammer.
Gotcha.
This was the protected finish in Kobashi's moveset. And I think he only hit it like 7 times in his career. That's how rare it
Wow.
was. So
Wow.
if he hit a burning hammer, that meant something.
Yeah. That was important.
There's actually a YouTube compilation of all the times he hit a burning hammer. And it's like 15 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to see if I can find that. There's another picture of Kobashi.
They always look so serious. All the Japanese wrestlers.
He's a very stoic guy. When he smiles, it's kind of off-putting, to be honest with you. Here he is shaking hands with Masawa. Again, these guys were pretty much married to each other in pro wrestling speak.
Right.
And the last picture, Kobashi is retired. He had, I want to say, a brain tumor he's well. He's healthy now, but he had to retire. I forget the exact reason why, but here he is in a suit. It looks like some sort of lavender or aubergine.
Nah, it looks great, like gray shiny to me, but
Okay.
But that's to me, and that's who knows what my computer coloring is set to. So,
but if you have, I'm saying this to you, and I'm saying this to everybody who's watching or listening to this. If you have not seen Kenta Kobashi in the ring, watch the match with Joe.
Mhm.
Find anything he did with Masawa.
Okay.
Find anything you can with Kawada.
Okay.
And then just for shits and
And
giggles,
enjoy.
and enjoy. And then
And enjoy.
Also, don't forget about Kenta.
Yeah.
Kenta was like the young buck in Noah back when
Jeez.
they first started. He was like their junior heavyweight ace, but Masawa was the
That chop across the throat, just
yeah.
a little.
I mean, it's you know how Big E talks about big meaty men slapping meat.
Mm-hmm.
He may have been talking about Kobashi. I mean,
yeah. I mean, the
Case
one
in
with
point.
Joe is yeah.
So I could not wait to put Kobashi in our Hall of Fame. If Heather Owens is so inclined, I would love to see him show up at the expo. But he doesn't do a whole lot of international traveling, from what I understand. So it's a long shot.
Yeah, that's a long shot.
But if he was at the expo, I would be paying for a photo op. And I don't care if you're in it with me, Minderz. I will pay for it.
No, you care if I'm in it with you because then you get to split it.
That's true. But I would dare any poor sap to go up to him and pay him to chop them. like they did with Ruby Riot at the Expo a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Because you will die.
you will
If
die.
Kobashi chops the uninitiated.
You will die.
Yeah. But yeah, Kobashi, just a classic in my book.
Yeah.
The guys in Japan now, they've got talent, but I mean they can't hang with Kobashi. Any of those guys, Masawa, Chono, Muda. It's a different animal when you're talking about mid 90s, early 2000s Japanese wrestling.
I can imagine that.
So that's my soapbox. I'm talking about the great Kenta Kobashi.
You are perfectly fine.
All right. Well, Minderz, next week we have. I'm trying to think if we have to make any picks for anything. We got to talk about Worlds Collide and make picks for that because that's on the 12th.
What's going on? No, the 13th is that's the one. That's a big independent one.
That's a big independent weekend
Yeah.
because. But we're talking about all that stuff tomorrow on the Shootout.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that we're missing.
All
we
out's
should
not till
we
the
should have
20th.
more. We should have more stuff for WrestlePalooza
Yeah.
that we
We
can
might be-
discuss.
We might be starting to find out matches for All Out.
Yeah.
That's on the 20th.
Oh, that's right.
They're going head to
Because
head.
everything's on the 20th. Everything
We will
is
see neither live because we're going to be at Pro Wrestling Glory
correct.
and
Missing
enjoying
out on other shows that
Yeah.
are around the area that
People aren't thrilled that we're not making it too, but I don't care because
we get to see.
Mhm.
I'm kind of bummed we're missing Country Air getting back in the ring.
I
but
know that's what's killing me. is we're
that's the
missing-
only one. That's in all honesty, that's the only one that's killing me. So,
Maybe we can talk the brass at Glory to bring Country Air in.
oh, I hope so.
I bet we could put a Batrami in.
Oh boy,
What?
GCW just put up put up some of the matches for the 19th in Phoenix.
But that doesn't affect us. We're the 13th in
I
Indianapolis.
know. I'm sorry. I know, but
Please tell me Phoenix isn't getting Orso and Stackhouse.
no. I'm telling you, I think October is Orso and Stackhouse. I think
Oh
it's
wait, no, you're
October.
right. I think they're doing the cage.
Yes.
Okay, well, never mind. Hopefully, we get Stackhouse and Orso in other matches in Indianapolis.
I don't think so.
We're killing my good time, Minderz.
Dude, I don't have to worry about killing your good time because we'll talk about it tomorrow.
All right, we're babbling, Minderz. We got to get out.
We
of
are.
here.
Let's get out of here.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Until next week for Minderz. This is reminding you all, every hard work stiff. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.